back. Let's bring it back. Knicks fans, welcome to an episode of Delusional Knicks Fan Network, where we bring you that Knicks content that you need. I've been going for a while. I've been working, getting things situated, but we are back. We are here. What did I miss? That's pretty much what we're talking about today. What did I miss? Let me make sure that we are live on all platforms really quickly. All right, yep, we are Gucci. What did I miss for the most part? Guys going down with injuries, other players stepping up, Coach Brown being very verbiage with certain terms, calling out plays. We definitely talk about him as much as we go in, but Deuce went down for quite a few games. We inserted Kolak to get some more minutes. Kolak was playing phenomenal from my perspective. I really like because he's an actual point guard. So he's been leading the team from that aspect. Jalen Brunson is our scorer, but we needed a legit point guard to kind of hold it down. And Kolak has been that player. Josh went down with an ankle injury, and we saw Muhammad kind of step up and hold that aspect down, which was fresh to see the rookie come in, 6'9", athletic, guard on multiple possessions. So him coming in and holding it down, it was good to see the rookie get minutes in that aspect. Step Up had 18 in one game, literally in the first half, and then kind of been benched. Knicks still won that game. But it's good to see that coaches utilizing the bench to a certain extent. Jalen Brunson has been on a tear himself. This dude's been, averaging 29 for the season, and 6 assists. Even with Cat has been looking lost in the system for the most part, but he's still averaging 21-11. Now, is that all-star numbers? I don't know, but right now Knicks are still looking good with 24 wins and 12 losses. So we do that. But let me grab my cup real quick. And speaking of cup, Knicks went on a phenomenal run to get us to that championship level, which I know we can do and raise a different banner. But Knicks beating the Raptors was 117 to 107. Then they advanced against the Magics. Now with the Magics, it's a little iffy with the Magics. The Magic has been playing us tough with Suggs, been going to work, Pancaro, the Wagner brothers, even though both of them was out due to injuries. But I truly believe if they had either one of them, it would have been a tough matchup. But injuries happen. That's part of the game. Knicks beat the Magics 132 to 120 to pretty much end up in the finals. Now with the finals matchup, I wanted the Thunder. That's who I was looking for. That's who I was hoping the Knicks could get. But it just so happens that the Spurs beat the Thunder. Looked like the Spurs might be the Thunder's kryptonite, but the Spurs end up going to the Cup Finals, to where it was the Knicks against the Spurs. Sounds like that was a repeat of the finals. But it was a different outcome this time around because the Spurs didn't win the chip. Knicks won it. Now, granted, Wembanyama was out due to the injury. He came back. He was playing off the bench, so he was playing spot minutes. Now, if he was healthy, would have been a different story, but that's not the outcome. That wasn't what transpired. Knicks ended up getting that W, 124 to 113, and it was a stretch where we were playing behind too, but we finally pushed through and got that W, which was needed. And my Knicks came through. And then, of course, after the Cup, Knicks had won a couple games. We lost a couple games. Then we had a stretch of 4 L's in a row, 4 losses straight. Now, with those losses, I think, with history stated and statistic-wise, anybody who wins the Cup Finals or go late into the Cup Finals kind of regress. Same with the Lakers. First year they won it. After that, Lakers went on a losing streak. Then Milwaukee won it the following year after that. Milwaukee went on a couple of losing streak. It just so happens for the Knicks, that happened, I want to say maybe 5 or 6 games later, of where that stretch got to them, of where they're playing, games either back to back or on one night's rest. So eventually, you would have those tired legs where we had those 4 game skids of kind of losing, which was to Atlanta, Spurs, forgot who else it was to, but we definitely lost those games, and it was due to tired legs. Tired legs, horrible rotation. You look at that, and it seems like coach was just plugging in and putting players in at all different times periods. We seen different lineups that we never saw before. And granted, he was gathering data. So it's fine for you to gather data, but we were losing in that aspect. I wasn't, uptight or sitting there like, oh my God, guys, we're in this funk. How are we going to get out? Cat wasn't playing as well. He had games where he only had 6 points. There was games where he had 4 attempts in these games, 6 attempts in these games. I do question that. Like, of all people, Cat needs to be the second best player on our team and get these attempts. I might say sometimes he might need to get more attempts than Brunson due to the matchup and who we playing against. With his size alone, he can probably get into the paint and shoot over these guys. And, last year he shot the 3-point over clearly high 46%. This year is kind of down, but he has that ability to kind of turn it up. And then we see games where Brunson wasn't there and Cat dropped 40. He dropped 40 against the T-Wolves. They lost, but he was efficient in that game because he got those touches. So we'll see how that transpires and go forth. But we finally got back in the winning column. Knicks, I forgot who did we get that W over, which was the Clippers. And it's understandable of how they got that win over the Clippers. I'm gonna show you the Knicks' weakness. It's obviously defending the point of attack. So if you have a guard like Maxey, which we lost to Philly, Maxey, and they have their rookie VJ, these dudes were just running amok. There was nowhere to hide Brunson at that point of attack. Brunson, you couldn't put him on Paul George, you couldn't put him on VJ, and you couldn't put him on Maxey. So he couldn't stay in front of anybody. Usually we like to hide Brunson on forwards on the defensive end. There's no way to hide. So they was attacking us in the pick and roll and ISO. Knicks could not adjust because we needed Brunson out there. You needed Cat. We could not adjust. So that's why we lost that game. So we just need to figure out how to defend in those bigger guards. But we're not going to face lineup like that every night. With the Clippers, you had James Harden and Kawhi is their primary ball handlers and attackers. But James Harden is not the same guard that he used to, where he attacked most of the time. A lot of it is just drawing fouls and 3-pointers, which he was 4 for 7 from 3, and everything else was free throw attempts. So he wasn't attacking us, so it was easy to stay in front of James Harden. Kawhi, it was easy to trap Kawhi because Kawhi is mid-range, extended, and 3-pointers. So these guys are older. These are not the aggressive guards. So it was easier for the Knicks to kind of get back on track with that, which brings us to this Suns game. I think this Suns game is going to be the same. I think the Knicks will prevail. Why? Because Phoenix don't have that speedy guard, the big point guard rather, to where it's going to give Jalen Brunson fits on a defensive end. Now Jalen Brunson is going to have a hard time because they're probably going to put Brooks on him and probably Devin Booker. So he's going to have bigger guards to fend him tonight. But hopefully, if we stick to our offense, stick to the plan, we should be fine. We definitely should be fine with that. Knicks are 24-12. Want to say Knicks last year under Tibbs had a better record, which is fine, which is understandable during this time period, but it's still early. Knicks are trying to get accustomed to this new system. It's year one for Mike Brown. That's what I want to harp on. It's year one. All right. In due time, things will get going. I Speaking of Coach Brown, the offense and the defense, it's night and day difference. With the offense kind of being a little ahead of the defense. But my issue with the offense is how they're using Cat. I think we should use Cat a lot more. Like we should cater, to Cat's game rather than Cat fit the offense. That's going to be the issue. That's going to be the problem. Because looking at Cat to start the game, for the most part, Brunson gets it going. It seems like Brunson has the mindset of how Melo had his mindset of when he first started. Well, when we had Melo gets his buckets in the first quarter, in the fourth quarter. So it seems like Brunson kind of have that mindset where you looking at the second quarter where Brunson's on the bench, he probably has 12 to 13 points. So he's getting up 6 to 8, 6 to 10 shots in that first quarter. And we run the offense through Cat, but more so as a facilitator, where he's at the pinch post, surveying the field, passing, getting into his assist. Then there's a lot of 45 cuts where OG might get buckets or Mikel get his attempts. But for Cat to probably have 2 attempts in the first quarter, even though he has the ball, he's touching the ball, attempts at the rim is only 2. That can't happen. That definitely can't happen. So what are we going to do to kind of change that? I have no clue. I have no clue, which is why I said the offense need to cater to Cat. There's been certain games, certain quarters rather, of where we run the offense through Cat. Cat will get a post play depending on who's on him. Free throw extended, ISO. He's able to come off a pick and roll, pick and pop situation, but that's when Kolek is in the game. That's not where Brunson's in the game. So it looks like Kolek is looking for him. So maybe that's a dynamic that they're utilizing. For first quarter is Brunson. Let Brunson go to work. Let him do his thing during that time period. Try to get guys facilitated. And then Cat is second quarter. Cat, this is your minutes. This is for you to go to work. So he can dictate how he wants to score if he want to facilitate. So it could be either or, but Cat needs to be more aggressive. He's came through last year, and I commend Tibbs for this. I truly do. I commend Tibbs for. Hold on, let me stop recording. I commend Tibbs for utilizing Cat a certain way and getting his more potential out of Cat, or getting his best out of Cat, as you can say, because Cat was putting up numbers. Cat was I think it was 24 and 12 last year. So it's just a 3-point difference, but the efficiency, we can see the efficiency. The efficiency is not there this year. So we're hoping that he can get that back up to par today. But that's kind of how I feel with Coach. I love the aspect. Hold on, why I look like it froze. 1 second. That's good. All right, that's good. So I don't know why this froze. Yeah. All right, we look like we're good on both ends. So hit live. So with the coaching staff, I love the different dynamics that we have on the coaching staff. You have the defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator. We're switching up, doing live occasionally here and there. So I'm totally down in with that aspect. And against certain teams, certain moments, with the Clippers, they went zone against the Clippers. It made sense in that fourth quarter because of how the Clippers were attacking. And they went 2-3. Actually, it looked like it was a box and one sometimes, to be honest with you, where they have like deuce at the point of a contact, 2 guys on the wing, 2 guys baseline wing. And we defended that pretty well because it looked like that's all James Harden was trying to do is get back into the game and try to shoot 3-pointers. And we neutralized them utilizing that aspect. So I like that switch up. Before, I don't even think Tibbs remotely ran zone. So I give him kudos for that. I definitely do. I give him kudos for that. And offensively, get back to our staple. Get back to the staple. Run your sets. Set proper screens with Cat. All right. Be aggressive with Cat. Brunson, continue to still be the same Brunson. Let him get into the paint. Let him drop buckets. Let Brunson be the same individual. So I think that's perfect. But with this matchup tonight, it's definitely going to be. You got forgot is Williams is the center. He's going to be matched up with Cat, so that's going to be a matchup to see. Williams, he came from, I believe he was the same dude that was with the Lakers trade that got rescinded, and he was with the Charlotte Hornets last year. A solid player, a threat in the pick and roll, lob threat mainly, but I believe he, let me see his average. He averaged 12 points, 8 rebounds right now, Mark Williams. So that's going to be a matchup that I'm looking at. Mark Williams against Cat. Will Cat be able to bully him around? Will Williams be able to, on a pretty much high percentage, he's like 65% from the field, which is like 3 in the league. So 12 and 8. Lob threat, got to be mindful. So I think that's my matchup, to be honest with you, is Cat against Mark Williams, because Mark Williams, is he's going to be mobile enough to put Cat in foul trouble. That's something to watch. You know, Cat get into foul trouble all the time. So be mindful with the foul trouble in that aspect. Another player, obviously, Devin Booker. Devin Booker is averaging 25 points, 6 assists, but his 3-point percentage, it's down. He's shooting 29. That can't be right. Booker shooting 29% from 3. That's crazy. And 46% from the field. So Knicks might be, Mikal and OG. I wonder who they're going to put on Booker. I would start with Mikal. That's a smooth matchup because Booker is listed at 6'5". Mikal is listed at 6'6". So that'd be a smooth matchup for these guys to battle and go at it. And then, of course, if that gets too tough for him, then you can throw on different guys. You can throw in Mohamed Diawara if he gets burned tonight. You can throw in OG to guard him. But Jalen Green, I believe, is out tonight, so we don't necessarily have to worry about him. Grayson Allen still been a knockdown shooter, so we got to worry about him. But he's not that aggressive scorer. Someone that Brunson can stay in front of if he needs to. That's not hindering him. So I think this is a solid matchup, even though Suns have been surprising everybody. To be honest with you, their record at 22-15, that's solid. No one expected them to be in that race or putting up the amount of numbers out west, particularly the West. The West is a strong area. And just history of dealing with the Suns. The last few years, the Knicks have been getting the best out of the Suns. Last time the Knicks went against the Suns was in April of 25, where we won 112 to 198. And then in November, in Phoenix, 138 to 122. So we've been doing that. And I want to say before that, in 2023, at Phoenix, we put up 139 to 122. So Knicks currently got a streak against them under Tibbs. Yeah, so the last loss that came against the Suns, and I don't want to jinx, sounds like a jinxing moment, was 2003 in November. So we're talking kind of early in the year, 116 to 113. So the Knicks were close there. But last 3 games, Knicks have been on it with Phoenix. And that haven't really been the case for us. Going against the Phoenix Sun back in the old days. Phoenix used to give it to us. Pause. But a lot of Western teams used to give us fits back in those days. You had the Denver Nuggets. For some reason, we couldn't beat the Nuggets. Lakers, Clippers. The Spurs. Spurs was the issue for us. You can definitely count that. Now the Phoenix Suns, the point in time too. So Knicks has got us doing good. I can't complain. Can't complain. But right now, and the Knicks are pretty much, the odds are on the Knicks tonight too. You know how I like to throw in a little sports betting here and there. But the Knicks do have a minus 1.5 on the money line. You know me, I'm a money line guy. So 1.5 on the money line. Looks like it's strictly Knicks. But that's what Vegas is stating. Sometimes you can't stay with that. Vegas be tripping. But Brunson coming in the year, averaging 29. Cat with 11 rebounds. Brunson with 6.3 assists. We already talked about the matchups. Would it be a key matchup tonight? I'm also curious to see who the Knicks are going to put on Booker. That's going to be a key. Let me pull up Twitter to see if we have any Mike Brown videos of what's going on. So I do want to see what if Mike Brown stated about the matchup this game. What's going on? But a lot going on around on the league. You got the Trae Young trade, and that trade is very important. Very important. It's curious to see how the Wizards are going to utilize Trae Young, or are they going to utilize Trae Young at all? We know Trae has that injury that he's managing right now, even though he was able to come and play against the Knicks. Everybody always got time to play against the Knicks. But Trae has the injury. He was traded to the Wizards for CJ McCollum. And Atlanta has gotten better. As crazy as it sounds, Atlanta has gotten better. So Washington has that Knicks pick, right? That's why I say it's very important. If the Washington Wizards end the year and they are 8th in the odds, Washington gets to keep their pick. Knicks will pretty much get 2 second-round picks instead of their first rounder. But if the pick is from 9 to 14, then the Knicks will get the Washington Wizards pick. So I like Trae in Washington, but we'll see what transpires out of it. How they going to play him? Are they going to kind of sit him out? Similar to what they traded for, Chris Middleton when he was injured. They traded to get draft compensation back, but he barely played. I want to say who else they traded for that the Warrior. I think he's still there. Is he still there? Dude that got punched by Draymond Green. I believe he's still there. If he's still there, he hasn't been playing to his full potential. So Wizards might tank, and it seems like that's the idea for the Wizards to tank. And if the Wizards tank, then definitely say goodbye to that first round draft pick. But then of course we still get the 2 second round pick, which I believe the Knicks can still finesse and try to upgrade. And speaking of upgrade, trade deadline is in February. What do the Knicks do? What do the Knicks do? You know, Yabusele had a solid game against the Clippers, where we needed that additional body. And Coach went to a tighter lineup too, where he knocked down his first three. He was able to get to the basket and attack. But other than that, we haven't really seen anything else from Yabusele. And I was a huge advocate for bringing in Yabo early in the year. I thought that he could bring a lot to this team, especially in Philly. In Philly, he was shooting over 30, 36, 37 in 3-point percentage, mainly at the 5 position. He was getting into the paint. He was over 50% from the field. He was in the 90 percentile in fast break points. So I'm like, yo, if we're trying to play fast, these are all tendencies that the Knicks need, from a player. But then when he got here, this dude looked like he was overweight, was slow. His defense is atrocious, I'm not going to lie. There's been a couple assignments I see him miss. And even on offense, him not knowing where to go, what to do. Am I setting the screen here? Am I flaring here? Are we pick and popping here? Do I need the 45 cut? So even he was like, okay, it's going to take time for me to get adjusted to the offense. But I think by now you should be adjusted to the offense. We're like 36 game into the season. You should have an idea. And I feel the same way about Cat. But we'll see. So, but Yabo's on the trading block, right? And during the off season, he only had two teams that was really vouching and going for him, which was the Denver Nuggets and of course the New York Knicks. Now with the Nuggets and Jokic being down, is this a person that they still might have interest in, even though he's been kind of playing trash? And he has that player option. Teams could understand if he had 1 year, but Yabo has a player option. So they're taking on this year and next year. And then who would the Knicks want to return from the Nuggets? So I don't see the Nuggets as a trading spot, but there's players out there that you're hearing the Spurs might have, the Knicks might have interest in Sohan, who's a power forward, who, for the most part, when we played them, he's used to guard Brunson. So we see that he can stay in front of smaller guards and play defense. So maybe that's something that they're looking for. But his offense is not that good. We used to leave him wide open to shoot threes. He used to knock it down on us, but that's not his game. His game is primary defense, which is needed. That's a route that we should go. Maybe we could do that with Yabo. I'm not for sure of how much money he makes. Maybe I can pull it up on Hoops Hypes. And we can figure out that salary aspect for him. Let's see. Let's go to teams. And Knicks is the second in the league. Oh my God. But it's so crazy how we're second in the league with budget, but we're under the cap. That don't make any sense. I gotta pull this up. I gotta make sure it's yeah, we're under the cap. So how are we second in the league? Let me see if I can pull up. I think this screen might be better for Hoops Hypes. Pull that up. Let's see. All right, switch this over for Hoops Hypes. Yeah. So Yabo 5.5. Then of course player option, it goes up to 5.7. So anybody that we move have to be at that same mark. Have to be at the same mark with Yabo. All right, 5.5, 5.7. Let's go to the Spurs. And Jeremy is at 7. Wait a minute. Knicks are trying to go for Jeremy, and Jeremy's at 7. Jeremy Sohan, 7.9. And then, of course, he has, what is Green? Green is a qualifying offer. Also, Knicks don't even have to pick that up. Technically, it's a 1 year. But we don't got the... In order to make that move happen, you would have to match Yabos with Pacome Dadier. But then we give San Antonio two Frenchmen, two solid Frenchmen for them to build with and get better with. Nah, you can't pair Wemby with his fellow French United teammates. The French team players. Nah, it won't be beneficial. So I don't know where the Knicks are going to get that additional help from me, and you might not like the direction I'm going in or who did I want. But go get me the dude that's sitting and fishing right now. Go get me Ben Simmons. Right? Give me Ben Simmons. Someone who's 6'10", could play point guard and could play power forward, could play two guard, could play the 3, the 4, the 5 if we need. He could play those spot minutes and fill any role. But the main key is defense. Also, he could beat the press with ball handling. His build could just blitz through the blitz. That's a player, because the Knicks need ball handling and we need defense. So it's but so many players that you can bring in from that aspect. Maybe it's another player, the Sacramento Kings, but I don't think we have anybody that the Kings want, because I like Keon Ellis, who makes 2.3. If we could get Keon Ellis, we all know Keon Ellis from the meme where Jalen Brunson blew past him. When he was looking the other direction, Brunson turned around and blew him. He's like, oh man, Brunson went and got the buckets against the Kings. But this dude is 6'5", point guard, knocked down the 3-point shot as a high 35-36%, ball handling skills. That's a player you should bring in here. Why? Because he's been out west, so he can guard not to say it's going to be a good job, but the Shays of the world. The who else is elite out in the East? A Maxey, VJ, Anthony Edwards, right? Knicks need someone at the point of attack of the defense other than Mikal. Mikal is totally best fit on the wing, I believe. So we'll see from that aspect, but from who I think the Knicks could bring in to pair with to trade Yabo, I have no clue, to be honest with you. But a trade needs to be done, and done very soon. I like Keon Ellis, like I stated. It's a big guard, someone that could play defense. So we could bring him in. That'll be solid. Other individuals, Knicks are going to have to kind of survey the field and see what's it. With Jeremy's what's his name? Jeremy Sohan from San Antonio. He's a player that they could bring in, but he's not a guard. He's a forward. He's going to pretty much come in and play defense. Now, can he guard the smaller guards? Yes. When we played San Antonio, Brunson gave him numbers, but he's a capable defender. And what is his height? Let me just double check. Do we even have his height here? I want to say he's about 6'9", but no, they just got his budget. But yeah, he only makes $5 million, so we definitely gonna have to sweeten the deal in order for San Antonio to cough up Jeremy. Or it could be some second round draft picks. Who knows? But I wouldn't want to come up off a Dadier just yet. If we can do a Yabo straight up, that's fine for me. Bring him in. He can't knock down threes, but we know that from a defensive standpoint, which is better than Yabo's, that's something that we can rely on at that time. But you could give me Ben Simmons as well. I know people don't want to hear the Ben Simmons situation, but I think Ben would be perfect for us. Ben would be top notch. But we know that his mindset is definitely not in the game. He's not thinking about basketball right now. He's out on a boat in Miami fishing. But we'll see. But tonight's matchup, like I said, is going to be a good one. I believe the Knicks should prevail tonight. Just due to the bodies that we can throw at Booker. You know, Williams, he's going to be someone that we need to monitor with Cat. That's going to be a matchup. Hopefully he doesn't put Cat in foul trouble and Cat is able to take advantage and go to work at Williams, even though Williams has been playing good. 12 points, 8 rebounds, with 65% from the field. And he's a mobile big as well. So Cat have issues against mobile bigs to where we have to bring Mitch in. And it's only due to effort. It's only due to effort. If Cat put the effort on the defensive end that he does on the offensive end, Cat'd be perfect. Set solid screens. Don't throw the cheek out. Right? This man, look, you just saw the video. That was a horrible screen. He does the cheek out. He throws his back towards you. And he gets offensive fouls called. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But for the most part, they do. And then his tippy-taps foul. If he's getting into the paint, he's backpedaling. Bro, plant your feet. Crouch. Move. Right? But then you see him on offense, my man at the top of the key, and he's getting to that paint. Drag it. Boom, boom. Throwing the arms up, coming through. Tippy-toeing. Soft hands on the layup. But then you got hard hands on defense. Pause. But it's going to be a good matchup. Friday night Knicks on MSG. As the game is getting ready to come on. Starting lineup, Jalen Brunson, Deuce, Mikal, OG, and Cat. Against Devin Booker, Colin Giuseppe, Dylan Brooks, Royce O'Neal, and Mark Williams. Look, with that lineup, Royce O'Neal is good. OG should give it to him, right? OG should give it to him, right? Steve key to the game is convet the rock, beyond the arc, and close the book. So I'm guessing close the book means put in work and get it done. And get it done. As we are about to get this game going. Let me see. Do I got my ESPN up? Right. Yeah, so why is that moving all the way down? Alright, hold up. Let me take a look, see. My scoreboard all over the place. Pardon me 1 second. All right, here we go. Now we set. Jalen Brunson. What we got? Looking like, okay, look, Deuce McBride in the starting lineup. Deuce McBride early.
3-point goal.
3 bucket early. Getting it started. Let's see, running the screen at the top, Devin Booker. That's all they're going to do. It's going to be a lot of pick and rolls. Devin Booker with the mid-range jump shot is cash money. It's going to be tons of pick and roll tonight. How we're going to defend that, right? Cat, are you going to hedge that pick and roll? Or are you going to be in drop coverage, right? If they constantly in drop coverage, what that mean? Devin Booker's a mid-range assassin, right? As the Knicks turn the ball over. Sloppy offense from Jalen Brunson. But just off of that first read, I'm telling Cat, we hedging, right? We hedging on that pick and roll. But you got Giuseppe bringing the ball up, passing over to Williams. Williams and Cat on a down screen, downhill action. Passes it up. Giuseppe's at the 3. Good closeout by the Knicks. Back out. They run a pick and roll. O'Neal with Brunson on it for the 3. No good. Rebound by Deuce. See, look. Knicks, look. If we could play defense like this all night, we should be good. Oh, man. As Towns try to bounce pass. This is a sloppy play, but Knicks could have held that down. Getting back on defense, Devin Booker bringing the ball up. So we got Mikal. They run a high pick and roll. They roll a double action pick, but a foul is called. What kind of... They calling that foul? That's a BS foul. I'm gonna just say that there. Knicks right now on my radar. We are behind, as you know. The screen is always ahead. But Booker gets into the paint, rebound by Cat Brunson, bringing it up. JB, what you... Down.
3-point goal.
Let's go. We gotta be cautious of, and that's Brooks. Brooks, he took his game to the next level. This is someone who's been putting in buckets as Cat turned the ball over. Royce O'Neal in transition. Back down to Williams. Williams looked like his foot is on the line. Back out to Royce. Brook again. Swipe by Deuce. Good recovery by the Knicks. Hold up. What's up with my... All right. Saying my defense wasn't working. I need that. Need that. Let's see. Look, Phoenix inbound the ball. Cat goes for a steal. No good. Williams gets into the paint. Like I said, Williams is mobile. Williams is mobile. It is 6-7. Phoenix. Cat brings the ball up. Cat wants to shoot. Pump fakes. No good. Knicks rotating, moving the ball. Look, OG gets into the paint. Passes it out. Deuce gets into the paint. Left hand over Williams. No good. Williams is a big body. I'm not liking what's going on right now. As Booker gets into the paint, guarded by OG. Book pulls up the three. Cash money. That's not good. Knicks get into the paint. Brunson throw up the floater. No good. Back out to Brooks. Brooks on the left side. Bring it up to Booker. Booker gets into the paint. Mid-range assassin. No good. Rebound by OG. We got to watch out for Book. That's what I'm telling you. Book could probably go off for 40 tonight as the ball is stolen. Back out to Brooks. Brooks at the top of the key, surveying the floor. We run the pick and roll. Give it out to Williams. Williams gets into the paint. Easy hook off the pick and roll. He is right. Are we back? Are we back? Yeah. So that's my issue with Cat at the 5. Him and the rebounding, especially when he attacks. And then he has to get back. If we dealing with a mobile big, oh, shoot that Cat. Give it right back, JB. It's 10 on the shot clock, 10 to 15. Knicks has possession right now. We are waiting. We are waiting for Cat to be more aggressive. How many attempts did Cat? Oh, they sitting Cat down right now. I think Cat got a couple attempts, but he needs to finish against Williams. There's no reason why Williams got more points than Cat. As Mitch at the top of the key, dribble handoff to Brunson. Brunson at the top of the key, being guarded by Grayson. Catch and shoot for the 3, no good. Rebound by Brooks. Brooks is bringing the ball up. Let's see what action they're going to do. Booker's on the wing. They go instantly to a pick and roll. See, and they switches it. Now we got Mitch against Book. Now let's see. I like this aspect because, look, he's surveying. He don't know what he wants to do yet. Gets into the paint. Great help defense and a steal. That's how you guard the pick and roll. We switch that. Mitch on the island. Mitch stays down. As Deuce gets it in, drive to Clarkson. Clarkson for the open 3, no good. But we still take that attempt. You got Knicks get back on D. We got Brunson on Brook. Brook attacks. Pass it over to Brooks. And he knocks it down. We gotta watch for this dude and his 3-point attempts, man. This dude is 3 for 4. 9 points with all 3-pointers. As Deuce gets into the top of the key, runs a pick and roll with Brunson. You got Brunson on Booker. Brunson gets into the paint, floater up, and they call the foul. This is 2 on Devin Booker. Great recognition by Brunson. As they call 2 fouls on Devin Booker, and Devin Booker that's a foul, Book. As it's the normal play of Brunson getting into the paint. You know what he do. You run the pick and roll, gets into the paint. You on my back. I'm going to just go up for the shot. If you keep running into me, it's an easy bucket. As the first free throw is down by the Cap. Yeah. And we're bringing in McCullough. I can understand Clarkson, Deuce, and Mitch. But now they're bringing in McCullough. I like McCullough too. McCullough is baby Josh Hart. As Brunson knocks down both free throws, Knicks get back on D. Come on, Knicks. Now, who is this bringing the ball up? This dude's name is Ichidoro? No, Ichidoro is the center. What ball is that? Who's that? Oh, Goodwin. Goodwin with the mask. I did not recognize Goodwin because he had a mask on. But he had a mask on. Pass out. He pops the 3. No good. Rebound by Brooks. And Brooks is fouled by Mitch on the offensive rebound. There's no way Dylan Brooks should have that offensive rebound. But it's totally fine. Brooks heading to the line. 14-20 right now on the Knicks. Well, first shot by Brooks is cash money. As Mikal coming in as Deuce goes down. So who we got? We got Bridges, Brunson, Robinson, Clarkson, and McCullough. I don't think I've seen this lineup yet, but coach is going with different lineups as Brook knocks it down. Let's see. As Suns are pressing right now with Mikal. Mikal bringing the ball up. With Brooks is on Brunson. Run a flare for JB. JB with high pick and roll. Passes it up to McCullough. McCullough with a great pass to Bridges. Let's go. Kevin McCullough with the great pass on Mikal using a 45 cut. But then right back as Knicks give it away. As Goodwin gets into the paint. 14-22. As McCullough gets in. Gets into the paint, pass it off to Mikal. Mikal back to McCullough. McCullough catch and shoot three. No good. Rebound by Brooks. Knicks are defending in transition. They run a pick and roll. Brooks catch and shoot. No good. Rebound by Mitch, but stolen by Goodwin, and they called a foul. See, look, this is just energy. This is all energy, guys. We are a better team. This is just energy that's killing us right now. All right? This is energy that's killing us. All right? We're a better team. This is just energy that's killing us. OG coming back in the game. Look, and McCullough is sitting down. No, let OG get some rest. It's still early. It's still early, and I don't think that's McCullough's fault. So what's the point of bringing in OG? That I don't agree with. If OG need to rest, give that man some rest, because he's going to be burnt by the end of the game. As Goodwin knocks down the points, man. Goodwin just came in with 5 easy buckets already. As Mikal bring the ball up. Let's see what set they run. They're running the same flare for Brunson. Same high pick and roll with Mitch. As Brunson gets into the paint, triple team, threw it up to Mitch. Alley-oop. It is good. I felt like it took forever for that. As Book gets into the paint, back up to Goodwin. Goodwin runs a pick and roll with Booker. Booker got it. They run another screen switch. You got Brunson on Booker now. Let's see. Booker almost throws it away. Back to Goodwin. Knicks are playing good defense, shuffling their feet, but Goodwin stops and pops for the 3. Misses it and grabs his own rebound, but misses the point-blank shot. Oh, I got frustrated at that. But misses that point-blank range. Brunson gets into the paint. Got a big body on him out to Mikal. Mikal dribble handoff to OG. You know, OG gonna big body OG. Gets into the paint. We'll take that. Booker bringing the ball up. Let's get some defense going. Booker runs a high pick and roll, back out, and we have Goodwin wide open. Don't know what kind of defense Knicks were playing, but rebound by Brunson. Mikal back out to Brunson. Brunson gets into the paint, swipes for it. Mid-range floater. It is good. Knicks are within 5. We could withstand the storm. We could withstand the storm. We could withstand the storm. Currently right now. All right, yeah, it looked like my video is like OG glitching right now. So let's exit out and bring it back up. We could withstand the storm right now. It is 20-25. Knicks is making a pushback with the lineup of Jordan Clarkson, OG Bridges, Brunson, and Mitchell Robinson. Leading the Knicks right now, it is Deuce with 7 points, Cat with 4 rebounds, and Cat with 3 assists. So I dig the early aspect with Cat being a facilitator and hoping that down. Hold on, let me go to stats. All right, let's go to box scores. Bring up these box scores. Bring up these box scores. OG was just 1 attempt. We take that. That's that bulldozer getting to the points. OG doing his thing. Mikal Bridges with 1 attempt as well. But 2 rebounds. We'll take that with 2 assists. I'm liking the game. But Cat, look at Cat, man. Look at Cat. Cat with 3 attempts. So he's okay with the attempts. As long as he's on par with at least, 7 or 8 attempts. With the I want him 7 or 8 attempts in this before the second quarter starts. But we're here. 0 for 3, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. So the 3 assists is the key thing, though. He's kind of dominant. Brunson 2 for 6. It's not a Brunson game right now. 2 for 6 to start. Need to be a little bit more efficient, JB. But Deuce is coming in with 7 minutes. He was 3 for 5. It's probably the key for the Knicks right there, the lone star holding it down for us during that time. So We'll take it. We'll take it. 20-15. Knicks are still in the game. Still early. Got a minute and 52 to go. So Knicks can definitely go on a run and take it out. For the most part, yes, the team that drafted Mikal was definitely the Philadelphia 76ers, but then he got traded on draft night to Phoenix. With Phoenix, they went to the finals when it was him, Chris Paul, Devin Booker, and DeAndre Ayton. So I'm hoping that we can get that push from Mikal where he did that. He was all defensive first team. Finished second in defensive player of the year voting. So we need that Mikal. We definitely need that Mikal. As Knicks are on defense, back out. We have Grayson Allen running a pick and roll, but Mikal with the block, great defense. As Grayson Allen tries to alley-oop, but a block by Mitch. Mitch is very disruptive. I like the activity from Mitch tonight. Love the activity for Mitch. As Phoenix is getting in a out of bounds set, let's see. Always look at the action on the back as we're gonna call that foul, because Grayson Allen literally just pushed Mikal. And it seems like you're trying to get it to their skin. Were they teammates? Was Grayson Allen there during that time period? But he comes off a flare, gets into the paint. Grayson Allen's an aggressive player. I actually don't mind him. But rebound by Mikal. Mikal, you got two players on you, and he's attacked. As Mikal just goes straight and turns the ball over. Mikal, do you attack? You attack, Mikal. You attack. But Phoenix still turned the ball over 20-25, a minute and 14 to go. As Mikal literally just goes into the paint, turned the ball over. That was ridiculous. That was ridiculous. All right, Brunson bringing the ball up. He's being pressed. Now this, give the ball up. What's the point, JB? What's the point? Right? It literally took 14 seconds for us to bring the ball up. But OG runs a flare, mid-range jump shot. No good. But he had Mitch for the alley-oop. They got to look for Mitch. Knicks get back on D. Somebody's open as he gets into the paint. Who is number 12? Catch and shoot for the three. Knocks it down. That might be Giuseppe. As Giuseppe knocks down a three. 20-28. Knicks bring the ball up. Deuce used a double screen. As Goodwin gets around it. Goodwin's pressure is actually really good. But Deuce flares up for the three-pointer and knocks it down.
3-point goal.
Deuce knocks that down. Come on, we got to get it going with this defense. Look like they come off a flare. Grayson Allen guarded by Deuce. He gets into the paint. Floater no good. Rebound by Mitch. 16 seconds left to go. Let's see what the Knicks do as Jalen Brunson just casually brings the ball up. 11 seconds, 10 seconds. He's asking what to do. They run a flare for OG. OG catch it, goes ISO. He just drops him. OG catches, shoots, no good. Mitch, you got to go up. But OG can't finish the play as he caught a body. But couldn't finish it. 23-28. Phoenix is shocking the Knicks, and you know why? It's energy. It's energy. They're playing with a lot more energy and giving us the business. It's giving us the business. First quarter comes to an end. Knicks are shooting 40%. I guarantee you, wow, they shoot. Phoenix is only shooting 38. But why are they up? How are they up? You know, it could be more attempts. I mean, they got 10 for 26. Knicks are 9 for 22. So they are getting more attempts, but they're shooting bad. They're shooting 38%. If a team is shooting 38% from the field and 33 from the three-point line, you would assume that you're up. You would assume you're winning, especially if your team is shooting 40%, but still the same 33% from three. But the Knicks are trailing. We are down 23-28. It's only a 5-point game, but hopefully, if I'm coach, right, this is where, all right, guys, we see how they're playing. All right, let me switch this up. I need the close up. I'm like, guys, you see how they playing, right? How we're going to defend Book should be simple, right? Because all they running is pick and roll with their guys. Are we switching? Are these guys trying to stay? Switch, right? Williams is a threat, right? Mark Williams is a threat with him putting the ball on the floor. He's the agile center, he's the mobile center, right? So it is a possibility of a switch to where Brunson might be on him or Deuce might be on him, because we did go with the double small lineup where your 6'1" guard and your 6'2" guard is in the front court. Was in the back court, excuse me. So there are opportunities for where you could do that on the switches, but to stop the dribble penetration, because they're getting into the paint, they're getting second chance opportunity from rebounding. We got to stop that. Switch, disrupt their offensive scheme, right? I didn't see the Knicks press. We didn't press yet. They've been pressing us from the jump. They still pressing us right now as the game started. Right? Because they know you press the Knicks, you get the Knicks off their edge, right? As Deuce gets into the paint, we're the actions, and that's so true. I'm looking at the game. When others team press and get into us, how we breaking them down? Right? How are we breaking them down? How are the actions that we running putting us in a position to be good? Is Cat at the top of the key? Let's see what this lineup, though. This should be a good lineup. As Cat set the screen, Deuce catch, pops it up for the three. It's air ball. But a foul by OG as he went for the putback dunk. That's one thing about OG. OG gonna dunk everything. OG is going to dunk everything. I like that about OG. OG is going to dunk everything as OG is fouled. Getting to the line first. Free throw is cash money for OG. OG right now is 1 for 3 from the field, but he's currently with 4 points, 4 rebounds. As Knicks get the first, let's see if he knocks down the second bucket. He'll get the first 2. It's the first 2 is cash money. Now we should be pressing, right? We're not pressing. We do a 3/4 press instead of a full press. I don't like that. That's what I don't like. All right, run the pick and roll, catch and shoot. Giuseppe, no good. Rebound by OG. Tyler Kolek, bring the ball up. Kolek, let's do it. Kolek, get aggressive. Back out to Cat. Cat at the top of the key. They run the flare for. Oh, good pass. Back OG gets into the paint. Back out to Kolek. Kolek catch and shoot for the 3, but he pump fakes. I don't know why he didn't take it, but OG is too many pump fakes. Defensive 3. Shoot the ball, gentlemen. You got to shoot the ball, right? You got Cat waiting in the paint for you guys to shoot. You don't shoot. He gets called. He gets hit with a defensive 3, right? Let's go. We get some defense going. As a pass off, Knicks look. Horrible defense right now. Horrible defense. 25-30 as Knicks are not set on defense and get beat. Right now, you got Jordan Carson being guarded by Giuseppe. Gets into the paint. Hooks it right over, and it is good. All right, you got 23 bringing it up, which is Goodwin. And Goodwin been a flamethrower coming in. They run the pick and roll. Knicks is in drop coverage. Passes it out. Back out. They run a side baseline pick. As Knicks get back there, as they're in good position. But offensive rebounding is done in a great position. See, this is just energy, guys. This is the energy. This is energy, right? And it's great ball movement. They move the ball. So when you move the ball, you got to stay with your man and you got to kind of follow the ball. That's very tough on defense. Very tough on defense. So you got to bring the energy. With this lineup, Tyler Kolek, Jordan Clarkson, OG Towns, and McBride. It's a short lineup, right? OG's 4. He's technically 6'7". Cat, they say he's 7 foot, but he look like he about 6'10". Deuce is 6'1". Clarkson is about 6'4". Kolek is what, 6'2", 6'3". You're going against guys. Let's see what Giuseppe. Giuseppe is listed at 6'1". Okay, that's fine. Ichidoro's 6'11", and he's at the power forward. So OG's guarding that. Ryan Dunn is 6'7", right? He's athletic, right? He's your small forward. Then you got Fleming. Who's Fleming? Fleming is 6'9". This is your other big. So we're just short on the court. So I don't understand this lineup by coach. And Goodwin is your guard. He's 6'3". So that's that. And then of course, yeah, they're going with a big lineup. They big bench lineup. Pause is going to out rebound the Knicks. Let's look at the rebound stats real quick if I can pull that up. Rebounding, total rebounds right now. What did they say? 13 total rebounds to the Knicks 17. Is that it? Knicks got 17. But why we look like we getting out rebound? But we out rebounding them on all categories to be exact. 5 offensive rebounds to 4. I don't know. But I mean, to the eye, it looked like we were getting beat on the boards. But this for Cat. Come on, Cat. Take overtime. It's definitely the time for Cat to take over. As they out there with the same lineup, they run a set. Look, they are pushing guys off our sets. They are all in our chest. No movement. What could we do? Gracie Allen off of OG. They trap OG. Can Clarkson knock down a 3? That's what we talking about. All right, 30-32. Knicks trying to get within. But let's see what they do on defense. As done, they run a high pick and roll. Cat is in drop coverage. As OG try to help. Let's see. Rebound by Cat. A horrible pass. But OG's trying to get into the paint. Oh, let's go. Knicks tie it up 32 as a janky transition bucket, but we take it as Jesus Christ. Yo, they run a simple pick and roll as Dunn knocked down it. They run a simple pick and roll. Cat and Kolek follows the same person, leaving Ryan Dunn wide open for 3. Right? As Deuce gets into the paint, mid-range jump shot is good money. 34-35, right? It's little situations like that. It's like, what are your principles? What do you do in that instant? Right? You call it out. As Dunn gets into the paint, as he's these screens, my Knicks, man, we got to play defense. We're scoring. As Clarkson cacks it back out to Deuce. We already know a wide open Deuce. Oh, no, it's no good. But pass it out to Clarkson. Clarkson straight on. Well, what do they call? They call a foul. Did they call a foul on that 3-point attempt? They do call that. Wow. Okay, so they do call that. I don't know if that was a foul or not, but they called that. All right, he heads to the free throw line. Hold up, pardon me. As Clarkson knocks down the first one. Is it recorded? I gotta go to video record. Yep. Video record. Let's open up with that. Boom. as the second bucket is Cash Money. So it's a winnable game. It totally is. Just the guys got to be willing to dig deep defensively, and bring that effort. Like, why is that something that we got to preach? Like, you in the league, this should be something that you do every night. As Clarkson ties the game up, let's go. Now the Knicks are pressing, full court press. That's what I'm talking about. All right, get into their chest. See, this is the thing, though. We don't get into these guys' chests when they're setting their screens or get into their actions. As Brooks is wide open, gets into the paint. Cat, oh man, good contest by Cat. But Dylan Brooks gets into the paint with the floater. And Brooks are with 13 points at the half. He's doing his thing. Kudos for him, for someone who averaged 14 last year. But looking at this, everyone is they're in the Knicks' chest. Right? They're in the Knicks' chest as a foul is called. So I can see the great defense that they're playing. They're playing good defense and taking us off our sets. But kudos for the Knicks to staying through with it as they turn the ball over. What are we doing? This is why I say the Knicks, we need to figure it out. Good defense by Deuce. Deuce is guarding Brooks. He's on the wing. He's posting up. Let's see. He pumped fade. No good. Rebound by Mikel. Great defense by Deuce. As Cole brings it up in transition. Look like they run a pick and roll with Cat. He goes against it. Gets it to the paint. Back out to Cat. Cat wide open for three.
3-point goal.
As the Knicks regain the lead, 40-39. Let's get this defense going. Devin Booker, they run a double flare, guarded by Clarkson. Clarkson gets into the paint. They run another pick and roll. Book for the three-pointer, no good. Offensive rebound. As Brooks gets into the paint, he turns around, fades, jump shot. It is good. As 15 points in 10 minutes for Brooks. As Cole gets into the paint, left-hand layup with the body. We like that. 42-41. Let's get this defense going as Brooks gets into the paint, guarded by. They call a foul on that. You know what's funny? He's been woofing and hollering about a foul all night, Brooks. He finally gets the call as a slight bump. But the refs finally give him one. I wonder if it's side out or if is it a shot attempt. Okay, it's side out. So Williams at the top of the key. Look like they running floppy for Book into a pick and roll. He's rolling, like I said, is in drop coverage, mid-range, pull-up, jump shot, no good. Great defense by the Knicks. But Devin Booker could have went anyway. Mikel catch and shoot, three-pointer transition, air ball. Air ball. As Brooks bringing the ball up. Let's see what it is. Booker on the wing, guarded by Deuce. Booker gets into the paint, throws an offhand. They call a foul. Can we replay that? Because he threw that shoulder out. That should be an offensive foul. Let's see. Look, he gets into it. He threw the Oh, ref. I'm sorry. That should have been a foul. Offensive foul on Book. I doubt they would have called it because it would have been his third. So you know they wouldn't have called that. But Booker to the line, 42-42, tied up right now. 6 minutes left to go. Jackal, what it do? Jackal, how is everything, Jackal? Hope all is well. You know, Knicks trying to stay in this right now. 42-43, Jackal. Hope you had a wonderful holiday season. Hope your new year starting off great. As Cat gets into the paint to Clarkson, and Clarkson in the paint. It is good money as he knocks it down. 43-43. Let's get this defense going. Let's go. Dylan Brooks at the top of the key. Look like Knicks are in their zone. Look like they're in their zone coverage. as Brooks gets into the paint over mid-range shot, and they called the foul. As it looks down, Brooks is headed to the line as he posted up. That's fine. Get him to the free throw line, which is fine. It's fine. Actually, let me lock that up. Let me lock up the chat. Bring the chat up. All right, we can do that for the chat. As he knocks it down, Knicks are trailing by 1. Still got 5 minutes left to go. Clarkson bringing that ball up. Excuse me, Kolick. Kolick goes into a pick and roll, but they call an offensive foul on Kolick, but they should have done the same on Booker. Look, this is the difference. That is the difference when you are in your sophomore year compared to a veteran. Oh, he flopped. He flopped. He flopped. As coach said, that's enough. He's sitting Kolick down early. He's sitting Kolick down early. Let's go. They're running a high pick and roll. They've been doing it as Mikal tries to get under. Great switch by Clarkson. Clarkson guarded by Book as he wants to clear it out. He wants to post fade. Are we going to trap? We should trap because he gets into the paint so easy. Mikal came over late on that. You gotta get into that early. As Devin Booker gets into the paint on Jordan Clarkson, he knows what to do. I'm gonna back you down, get into that paint, and turn around. But he got bailed out by the referee. But I think Mikal needed to come over early with that trap as Booker knocks it down. As Devin Book right now, not too much as he's 2 for 8 with 9 points. But Dylan Brooks is pretty much the key killer right now with 17 points. We can't put a lid on Brooks, guys. Come on. As he knocks it down, 47-47. As Brunson is back in the game. Mikal, Brunson, Diawara, Mitch, and Clarkson. I like this lineup. Brunson gets into the game and goes straight to action. Ties the game up right off the bench, fresh with a 3-point shot. Brunson in double figures with 10 points. But look, run a pick and roll again. And we do it. We guard the pick and roll a lot better now. As he gets into the paint, a lot better. But now we got Clarkson on Brooks. Let's see. As Brooks gets into the paint, mid-range jump shot, no good, too strong. Almost gets his own rebound. But Knicks is in there. Mitch with the scramble. Let's go, Mitch. Let's go. Clarkson bringing the ball up. 47. Mitch with a strong pick and roll. 3-point shot up, no good. Another offensive rebound by Mitch. Diawara at the top of the key. Let's see. Diawara being aggressive. Gets into it. Passes it. You're supposed to dish that ball right back out. 3 seconds left on the clock. Oh my God. What type of... Yo, guys, if you would have saw this play just now, the Knicks were all over. Jordan Clarkson got the ball. He's trapped in the corner. He's pump faking, doing all over. And that's crazy. Coach is like, I've seen enough. Bring back OG. Bring back Deuce. As he's seen enough. But they get back into the pick and roll at the top of the key. Clarkson being guarded. Look, they run a beautiful pick and roll with Devin Booker and Williams. And I said that that's a pick and roll game. They run a side action. Mikal catch and shoot 3-pointer. No good. 47 of 49. Look, run a pick and roll. They goes into drop coverage. Mikal tips the ball as they try to weak side pass it out to Booker. 3 minutes and 39 seconds left to go. As Knicks has done a better job with dealing with that pick and roll. But when they ran a pick and roll in the side action instead of in the front, Knicks got caught sleeping. So we got to make those adjustments. As Grayson Allen wide open for three. No good. Rebound by Mikal. Mikal bring that ball up. Let's see. Run a high pick and roll with Mikal. Mikal gets into the paint. Almost passes it up. Turns it over back to OG. OG being guarded by Grayson Allen. Gets it in. They're going to call a tech? Don't call a tech. Let's see it. As Grayson Allen was guarding OG too strong. They call a technical foul on OG. Yeah, they call a technical foul on OG because he went up for the swipe. Grayson Allen grabbed his hand for under, and OG pushes him to say, "Get off me." And Devin Booker knocks it down, giving him a 3-point lead. But then, of course, OG heads to the line with 3 minutes, 16 seconds left to go on the clock. Yeah, no. This mind games. Grayson Allen playing mind games. Right now, you got Deuce with 12, Brunson with 10, Mikal at the half, only 2 points. This is what I don't get, right? 2 points. OG with 6. Mitchell Robinson with 2 points, but he still got 6 rebounds. So we'll take that. We'll take that. I gotta see with Cat. Cat 1 for 4. Cat with 3 points. Cat probably going into the half with 3 points. Something gotta give. Something gotta give. As OG knocks down both shots, 49-50. Let's get this defense going. They run a pick and roll. They switch it with Brooks and Booker. As Mikal tries to get into the paint. No good. Rebound by Mitch. Mitch is hauling as he gets into the paint. Back out to OG. OG to Mikal. Mikal to Brunson. Brunson back to Mikal. Mikal catch and shoot at the top of the three-point line. As they're right in the paint, but these guys get into the paint and spray. As you know, this coach talks about that all the time. But let's get this defense going. As Booker gets into the paint over Mikal, do they call a foul? No foul is called. It's an easy bucket to the lane. 52-52 as the action is picking up. Brunson at the top of the key. Runs a pick with Deuce. He has Grayson Allen on him. Brunson drops him down. Step back three-pointer. Dagger. 55-52. Let's get it going. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. They run a pick and roll. Brunson is on Booker. As he gets into the paint, Booker gets up. Just knocks it down. A fadeaway jump shot is too easy for Book once you got Brunson on him. As they did switch that. That is the outcome that could happen. Brunson at the top of the key to Deuce. Deuce gets into the paint. Brunson, corner three-pointer again. No good, as it could have been back-to-back three-pointers. Rebound by Phoenix. Let's see. Booker's being guarded by Brunson. They have to trap. They do to Royce O'Neal after Allen. Knicks get back. As Book is being guarded by Mitch. Mitch, step back three by Brooks, and he knocks it down. A deep step back three. Jesus Christ. Good contest by Mitch, as it's 55-57. As he is talking right now. As Brooks being guarded by Brunson, they run a pick and roll. As they switch, Brunson guarded by Allen. Brunson gets into the paint, try to back him down, gets in there, hook shot, but blocked. Jeez, who is this dude? By Williams, actually. Williams travels, but gets into the paint, no good. As OG's bringing the ball up, 50 seconds left to go in transition. OG to Mitch, let's go. 55, we are all tied up. Good pass by OG. This is a game right now. We're going back and forth. 40 seconds left to go. They're going to run. That's what I'm talking about. They hedging on the pick and roll, but then they get to the big as Booker over Mitch. Oh, my God. As Brooks just come through, Booker, and knocks down the three over the stretch of Mitchell Robinson. They run a pick and roll as, Brooks is too animated for me. This is someone I would hate to play. But Brunson pump fake it out to Mikel. Mikel catch and shoot for the 3-pointer.
3-point goal.
9.1 seconds left to go. As we can see, it's almost halftime. So I'm going to still watch it. I don't want to take a look to see what transpires just yet. Let's see. They bring the ball up. Grayson Allen pretty much doesn't use the screen. Gets into the paint as he just freezes Mitchell Robinson. As Brunson gets the shot up after half. No good. And we head into halftime. It is not a good back and forth situation. What's up with the... There's a lot of animosity going on out there, but my Knicks are not bringing it. My Knicks are not bringing it, even though we within 2. I don't want to complain. I do not want to complain. But what do you think, guys? What do you think is happening in this these 2 quarters against Phoenix? How do we feel about these quarters? It's energy. That's all it is. It's energy. That's the situation that we're dealing with right now. It's definitely the energy. Let me X this out real quick. And then I'll bring it up later. All right. I think it's the energy. Knicks is not bringing the energy. That last play, right? Instead of utilizing a pick and roll, he go the opposite of the pick and roll. So he has a straight shot to the paint. With that, Mitch got to step up higher. He has to get up into the body. But he literally just throws the ball up. Mitch puts his hands in, get up under the rim. All right? Better defensive execution, to be honest. He definitely needed some help on that. But for the most part, Devin Booker is not even the individual that's killing us right now. Well, yes, he kind of put on the Jets later on, but he has 17, and Dylan Brooks has 20. I'm shaking my head, and it's only because I feel like we should be in a better position than where we at now. We should be in a better position. Even though we only down by 2, it feels like we have to struggle to do everything, right? They're pushing us off the line. They're getting into us. They're getting us out of our sets. We need multiple sets just to get our actions in. And with them, they're able to get into the paint off one move. You know, they're able to get mix matches off of running their sets, which is a pick and roll. When a pick and roll, we're helping. Somebody's flaring. Somebody's cutting, which is throwing our peripheral off. So now somebody's dipping in, and you have the weak side open. And they knocking down the shots. Then you have offensive rebounding for them. We're not really turning the ball off over that much. But this is a game that I can see Brunson needs to be Jalen Brunson. Brunson needs to be Jalen Brunson. I get it that we're trying to look and facilitate and do all of that, but enough of all that nonsense, right? Cat with 13 minutes out of 24. Brunson with 18 minutes. Cat only with 4 attempts. Cat with only 4 attempts. Jordan Clarkson, right? Jordan Clarkson have the same amount of minutes as Cat, and he has 7 attempts. Let's look at Deuce. Deuce has 18 minutes. Deuce played more. He has 9 attempts. Mikal Bridges, 17 minutes, 5 attempts. OG with 18. And why is that? Is Cat in foul trouble? Cat didn't even commit a foul. Why he only have 13 minutes? Right? Why he only have 13 minutes? All right, all right. Is this a injury he's dealing with, or the fact that Mitch is there? Mitch needs to play the 5. You could put Cat at the 4. I would have put Cat at the 4 at a stretch or a point in time during this, right? You have to put Cat at the 4 to bully ball and to go against what Royce O'Neal. Royce O'Neal is not necessarily a factor. He's the +7 on the floor, but he only had 1 attempt. We are truly getting killed, but then no, the bench is giving us some problems. Ryan Dunn came in. I'll bring up the stats so everyone could get an idea. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right, OG, excuse me, 18 minutes. OG shots are not really dropping, but they're getting to the line. But he still has 6 points, so I'm totally fine with that. I just want those 3-pointers to stop flying with OG. That's when he's really effective. That's when OG's in his bag. So we need that. Mikal, I'll take the 8 points. 2 for 4 from 3-pointer, 3 from 5 from the field. I'll take that with the 5 rebounds, the 2 assists. This is what Mikal do. So I'm not really expecting anything more, anything less. But he is a -4. It's a -4 because he's guarding Book. And he has 2 personal fouls with that. Cat, in this one, like I said, he has the 4 assists. He has the 6 rebounds. But he only have that 3-pointer. Which he's 1 for 1 for 3, but 1 for 4 from the field. How do we get Cat involved? Right? How do we get Cat involved? I don't think our offense is in the best position to get Cat involved. We don't have the offense for that. Our sets, for some reason, is just Cat being passing. Right? The triangle, right? Triangle. Would the triangle work in this situation? Would the triangle fit in this? Where you could have him on the block? Put Cat on the block. Who's guarding Cat? Well, we got Williams there, but put Williams in these actions. Put Williams in these pick and rolls so that we could get their bigs moving and possibly put them in foul trouble, get them out of position. Rather than a lot of the actions just generate 3-point shots. Right? Then there's plays of where you pump fake, get into the paint. You have floaters here from Clarkson, or you have floaters there for JB. So they create that. But I don't know if the action, like, are they breaking the action, or is that part of the action, or that's just an option in the action for them to operate out of. If you get it here and they close out, you could pump fake, get into the paint, hit your floaters. But when OG is out there, look like OG gets into the paint. It either has to be a dunk. We don't see no floater, or he's dishing it out for the 3. Right? My God, I don't know what's up with these guys. But JB 4 for 9. We'll settle for that. 3 for 6. We'll take the 50%. Great. 3 assists, 13 points. But look at the bench. Well, actually, Deuce kind of started. So it's Deuce with 12. Clarkson with 12. He's doing this thing. Even though he's 1 for 3 from the 3-point line, he's 4 for 7 from the field. So that's efficient. We'll take that. But with Cat with 25% from the field, OG 25%, it's not going to cut it. Kevin McCullough, spark minutes, 1 minute. That's not going to do it, even though he came in and played great defense. But coach just benched him down off of a play that I don't even think was his fault. Right, Tyler Kolek came in. Tyler's a +4. I actually like Tyler's movement. He was running the floor. He knocked down his shot that he was open, but I believe he got 2 turnovers. So with those turnovers, coach was like, "Yeah, buddy, get to the back of the bench." So I'll leave it on this one. So for the second quarter, for the third quarter, what are keys to get the Knicks back into this game and steady? First is the line of defense. Press. Why don't we press? So get back to pressing. Get back to playing tough defense. with Deuce. Deuce getting into the defenders. We gotta guard Brook. I don't know if Brook made the scouting report, but he's averaging 20 something this year. Somebody gotta play defense on this man. Somebody gotta play defense on this man. This man is 4 from 6 from 3-point line, 6 for 10 from the field. Right? 4 assists, 4 rebounds. 20 points. He's a plus 13 right now. I feel like Phoenix, with a bulk of their player, their whole starting lineup, they're in the positive. Right? Brooks, net rating plus 13. O'Neal plus 7. Williams plus 8. Book plus 7. Giuseppe plus 3. And he took Grayson Allen's spot. Maybe because Giuseppe's a better defender. Could be. Grayson Allen's a good defender as well. But he's probably loose in the head, though. I think that's why he's sitting there. This man is loose in the head. It's definitely loose in the head. But yeah, Knicks got to turn it up. We definitely have to turn it up in this next quarter. So pressing, like I said, pressing. The guard the pick and roll with Book, depending on if it's the big to guard. I know they want Mikal to get over that. Just switch it. Just switch it. Even if it's Cat, even if it's Mitch, to switch it. Mitch, when Mitch had to guard that pick and roll, he did it well. And he put Book to run the shot clock out. And he missed those times. Then it was another time of where it was Cat. And Cat had to defend on the mid-range. And Booker, mid-range shot, missed. It's not going to happen all the time. But those are the moments that we switched. When we didn't switch, right, and Mikal is trailing, and Cat is backtracking. He's in a drop because he's trying to defend the alley-oop, and Book just, I'm gonna get you in the paint, pump fake, get to my spot, side swap, mid-range jump shot. It's easy buckets for him. Easy buckets. So it's up to the Knicks. The Knicks we gotta play better. They gotta want to play better. They have to want to play better. Pressing, defend that pick and roll, right? I can see on the weak side they're putting Book on the weak side for them 3-pointers, right? Knicks like to sag off. We like to sag off and defend the paint. Somebody just stay with Brooks, right? I would rather give up a Booker mid-range jump shot. You can contest on the strong side rather than a weak side. But then you're possibly leaving who open? A Royce O'Neal open or Giuseppe open? I'd rather let those guys take it. You know, Giuseppe right now is 1 for 3 from 3-pointer. Royce is 0 for 1. I'd rather let those guys take those shots rather than leave Brooks, who is 4 for 6, or Booker, who's 2 for 3. Gotta pick your poison, right? But I think that's how we can ultimately get back and defend, right? Defend. Get the bodies in there, move around, and defend. But Knicks are down 60-62. It's not the end of the world. We're still in the game. We've seen games like this to where the Knicks are trailing and we come out the third quarter with the proper energy that we started with. And I think that's what's going to happen tonight. I think we're going to come out with the proper energy with the second half. Brunson, obviously, going to play more minutes. Cat will play more minutes. Hopefully that translates, because once again, bro, 3 points. 3 points at the half. Then he has to exert all his energy to get it going in the second half. Is the substitution patterns off? Maybe? Can we blame coach for that? Is the substitution patterns off for Cat to get it going? Because remember, Cat sits down early. He's probably like one of the first ones to go to the bench. Brunson plays the entire first quarter. But then when the second quarter comes, Brunson sits and Cat plays most of the second. But it didn't look like Cat played most of the seconds. This man only played 13 minutes out of 24. You would at least would have played 17 for Cat, 18, 19 minutes, possibly even 20. So I don't get that. I don't get that. And he's only in the negative. He was a -3. So it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. Let's see. Jacko, what it do? This team has been better at closing games out compared to Knicks squad a few years ago. Oh, so true, so true. Last year we closed out some good games, but this year we almost feel like it's automatic when we seen this happen. So I totally can see the Knicks pulling it out, but they gotta play defense. I think ultimately it's their defense and their energy. The offense will come. You put up 60 points at the half. That's average. That's 120. That's 120 points. For the most part, 120 points win us games. So I don't think it's the offense. We really got to defend. Really got to defend. And this is games where you miss Josh. Josh brought energy. He brought that heart out consistently, regardless of what it is. That man, assists, rebounds, and points. Pressure he brings. Like, he's needed, and he could have guarded Brooks and put that effort and brought that energy on guarding Brooks. And looking at it now, like Brooks, he's talking to the refs all crazy. Like, refs better get this man a tech. And he's complaining to the refs and being very outspoken. So let's see how the second half is going to be officiated. Now, do he have a point? I guess there's certain plays where players were a little aggressive towards him. You see that he's getting his hand is being hit off of certain plays after certain shots. So it's fine. But he's going to get a tech. I could feel it. He's going to get a tech. But it looks like the game is about to get going. Dillon Brooks with 20 points at the half, 6 for 10 shooting, 4 for 6, 4 rebounds. As it looks like Phoenix is coming out and they're pressing again. We all know that they're going to press. What are we going to do against their press? As it's go time. So let's see. Back out to Cat. Cat needs to be aggressive, but he's looking to facilitate. Yes, he is. Now he's being aggressive. Gets into the paint over Williams, and the foul is called. So right off the back, we see Cat look at certain options, don't see it, takes it himself. He gets into the paint. And Brooks is complaining already as how many fouls Brooks got. Because technically, I don't know if that was a foul on Brooks. As Cat goes to the line, 3 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. So Cat fills the stat sheet, right? He fills the stat sheet, but we need the buckets, right? It's weird, right? Do we want more assists for Cats or do we want more buckets from Cats? As Cat misses the second free throw. Come on, Cat. We need that. All right, let's get on D. Giuseppe at the top of the key. Passes it off to Booker. Booker with the pin down. Giuseppe comes in. Gets into the paint by Deuce. As Deuce brings it in. Royce O'Neal at the top of the key by Brunson. Knocks down a three-point shot. 61-65. Brunson bringing the ball up. Let's see. Brunson. They run a pick and roll. Back out, Mikal on the wing to Cat. Cat wide open for the three-point shot.
3-point goal.
Cat knocks it down 64-65. We got to get this defense going right now. Brooks being guarded by OG. Brooks pulls up for the three, just daggers the three. As OG needs to defend this guy as if he's a scorer. Why are you sagging off? As Brooks, he's guarding Brunson and sitting there getting buckets. As Cat gets into the paint for Brunson. Brunson jab step, goes for it, gets into the mid-range shot. This should be easy buckets by Brunson. It's cash money, 66 to 68. As Cat does not get back as William runs the floor. I tell you, center that are mobile gives Cat problems. And Williams is mobile. You got to understand. As we Cat at the top of the key. Let's see what they do. OG comes off a curl. Back out to Cat. Cat catches it. No good for the three. 66 to 70. As Booker being guarded by Brunson. Books gets it to the paint. Stop and pop. No good. Rebound by Mikel. We got to push. Knicks got to push. Mikel bringing it off half court. Run a pick and roll. Okay, Cat gets into the paint. Left hand layup. It is good. This should have been Cat early in the game. As Cat is getting it done early. But Booker gets into the paint. Backs it down. Almost stolen. Back to Giuseppe. Giuseppe, that's a kick ball. That's Knicks basketball. Good defense. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. 68 right now to 70. As Deuce McBride is bringing the ball up. So we got Brunson off ball. I like that. But he's spot up in the corner. Give me a second as Deuce runs that pick and roll with Cat. So it looks like they making it an option for Cat. Oh, he travels. Okay, they called a travel on Cat. That was a blatant travel for Cat. But I don't like the action, right? You don't utilize Brunson. Brunson just stays in the wing. Why not run some pick and rolls with Cat and Brunson? Your two dynamic players cause some issues with that. But okay, we'll take it. As Booker gets into the paint and just throws it down on OG. Jesus Christ. Good move by Devin Booker. As Phoenix goes into a trap. As Cat brings the ball up. Cat is at the top of the key. Let's see what they do. Cat looks to pass it off to Brunson. They tries to get into a pick and roll mid-range. He is trapped. Out to Deuce. Deuce on the three-point line. Catch it to OG. OG almost turns the ball over. But OG catches it for the three-pointer. No good. OG is kind of the worst with last second shot attempts. But let's get the defense going. You got Devin Booker on Deuce. They run a double pick and roll. Passes it out. Weak side is open, which is Brooks on the weak side. But guarded by Mikel. Mikel right there dealing with the back down. He fades away. That's what I'm talking about. Stay with him on that fadeaway. We like that. Back out to Cat. Cat catches it for the three-point shot. No good. One and done for the Knicks. Ladies and gents. One and done. As a foul is called on Deuce. Look. One and done. But don't show the highlight of Booker just throwing it on OG. That's just bad defense. Cat just gets blown by. That's what I said. Cat and his pick and roll Olay defense is the worst. But Booker heading to the free throw line. Misses the free throw. We'll take it. Let's go. 68 to 72. Does he knock down a second free throw? Let's see. I gotta pull something up. No good. Let's go. Deuce bringing the ball up. So we got Brunson off ball. A lot of off ball Brunson right now. Comes through. Runs the pick and roll. I like that. How do we utilize it? Do you hit him? Nope. Brunson takes advantage of the big on Brunson. Knocks it down. So that's how you take advantage of that. I like that. You attack Williams. You attack Williams. As they're going to do the same with us. As Booker gets into the paint. Passes it out to Brooks. Giuseppe shoots the three-point shot. It is cash money. 76. As Mikel gets into the paint. Back out to OG. OG gets it. Dishes out to Cat. Great ball movement. As Knicks score. As Cat starting to get it going. But you got Brunson on Giuseppe. They run a screen. Brunson gets back over it. They run another screen to get Booker on Brunson. Passes up to Giuseppe. Giuseppe is trapped. Back out to Royce. Royce to Book. Book gets into the paint. Does he take the charge? Good call. Brunson, second in the NBA in drawing charge, and he gets it done. Let's go. Let's go. Hold on. Knicks bringing the ball up as I'm trying to get my video up and running. Let's go. Brunson at the top of the key. They're running pick and roll. Gets Brooks. Step back for the three-pointer dagger.
3-point goal.
Let's go. Brunson with 20. Let's get it. Oh, backcourt. Backcourt violation. Great defense by the Knicks. As a timeout is called, 75-76, as the Knicks is turning up the heat, I guess. Turning up the heat on Phoenix. So, down by 1. Knicks with 15 points in this quarter. You see the progression through each quarter. 23 in the first, 37 in the second, and now 15. So, and we still got 6 minutes left to go. Knicks need to put up a 40-point quarter. To be honest with you, Knicks need to put up a 40-point quarter for us to remotely get into anywhere, to be honest with you. Just for us to sustain and maintain against the Suns. But Cat, look, Cat coming up. Cat with only 3 points at the half. He's up with 11 now. 4 for 9. 7 rebounds, 4 assists. Where was this in the first quarter? Right? What is Coach telling Cat that he needs to do? Oh, I need you to facilitate more in the first, right? You let the game come to you. You're a star. These guys are going to eat, right? OG's going to eat. Mikal, they're going to find their ways. Let the passing be for those guys, to be honest with you. Cat needs to be aggressive. Now, you can run a set here or there, but the amount of possessions that we have, he should have more, man. Brunson got 20. It's no reason for him to have 11. Right? But then what? 9 more points? 10 more points, and he's at his average. Right? What is that? 5 more points in each quarter. 5 more in this quarter. 5 more in that. Nah. This is a 30-point game for you, Cat. You should have 30 tonight. Right? That's the mentality. Put up 30. Put up 30. Right now, OG, he's 1 for 5 from the field. All right. Okay. Look like we're going to have a Diawara sighting. Why? Why? And he went to the bench a little early. Why, coach? Right? Why? I mean, I don't mind Diawara getting his minutes. Diawara, I like Diawara. I truly do. But what do he see right now that Diawara needs to be in this game? That lineup that we had out there, you ride with that just a little bit more. You ride with that just a little bit. I don't know why, but we'll take it. We'll take it. All right, let's do game coming back on. See what? So far, so good, though. Like I said, the Knicks are still in it. We're still maintaining. Still doing what we got to do. All right, Brunson at the top of the key, being guarded by Brooks. Let's see. They dribble handoff with Cat and Brunson. Cat brings it back to Brunson. Is that a goaltend? They say that's on the way up. Not gonna lie, Williams is a problem. Oh, no, that's on the way down. That is on the way down. Do we get that bucket as Brunson head to the free throw line? They don't call it, but it's totally fine. Williams is good. I totally understand why the Lakers went after this guy. I truly do. I truly do. Let me see. We bring up this one. I can see why they went after him. Like, this man, bungees is there. He could run the floor, left or right hand. Like, can we get a Mitch? Can we, can you put the ball on the floor, Mitch? and not be out of breath. Get some Williams minutes and be healthy. But let's go. Knicks on defense. They got Grayson Allen back on the court. He gets into the paint over Mitch. Over Deuce. And it's just too easy. And this is what I said. The Knicks, we go with the small guard lineup. This is ultra small. But Brunson pulls up three-pointer.
3-point goal.
Let's go. 80-78. 25 points for Brunson. This is what I said. Brunson got to do what he do. As they run a trap, right? They leave Royce O'Neal wide open. He knocks down a three. So this is what I say. How do we guard the pick and roll, guys? How do we guard it? Right? They run a pick and roll. Brunson and Deuce goes over the Booker. You leave Royce O'Neal wide open. That's not the game plan. That is not the game plan. We're not trapping, right? Clarkson at the top of the key. Dishes off the Cat. Cat whips it down to Deuce. It was a good idea, but to no avail. But Deuce, with the clock down, misses the three-pointer. Knicks get back on defense. As Williams passes it off to Allen. Allen gets into the paint. He has three people on him, leaving Royce O'Neal wide open for three. Back-to-back three-pointers for Royce O'Neal. Timeout is called. As the Suns go up by 4. So this is what we talked about. This is what we talk about. I think we need to get the big screen here. This is what I talked about with the Knicks, right? I said, guys, when we come out, how are we going to guard the pick and roll, right? We're going to switch it, right? Because if you switch it, you're covering the three-point line for the most part. You can stagger their sets. We come out on back-to-back plays. They run pick and roll. They run a pick and roll. Two Knicks go with the ball, leaving the screener open because they did guard-to-guard action. Or sometimes the big will cut and the weak side is helping out too much to where wide open threes on back-to-back plays. All right? What are we doing for walkthroughs and stuff like that when it comes to these defensive settings? You stay to your principles. I get it. You're live action. Even in live action, we stick with our principles. You stick with your principles. It's simple. It's totally simple. We're switching, right? We're switching. If it's big, if it's guard to big, then possibly get over. But then you need to help. Your help coverage, you need to be better. Then, of course, you need to be able to get out in a contest. These are issues that we're having. Why? Because for the most part, when they do that, we have smaller guards that need to contest. So that's the easy playing. If I'm 6'7", 6'9", which I think Royce O'Neal is, and I'm Deuce trying to contest at 6'1", is that making a difference? No, I'm going to knock this down. That's easy money. That's easy money. We not tough, right? Where's a PJ Tucker for us, right? Where's a Morris? We don't have one of the Morris twins here, right? Where's a Julius Randle at a point in time, right? Who's a tough guy on our team? Who's someone that's going to come up, or a veteran leader? Who's the veteran leader? We don't have a veteran leader. And you have mishaps like this that occurs during these games. Communication, are we talking? I don't know, guys. Come on. It's not going to cut it. It's not going to cut it. Now, granted, we're still in the game. It's not like it's a massive lead. We're down 10. We're down 15. Right? Clean it up. Clean it up. Clean it up. Clean it up, Knicks. Clean it up. As the lineup we're going with right now is Clarkson, Robinson, D. Rower, Brunson, and OG. So they're bringing out that same rotation. But is Cat on a minutes restriction? As Deuce is going to sit down, they're bringing in OG. Oh, as we stated before. But I think the substitutions is still all over the place. Are guys getting a rhythm, or is it foul trouble situations? Let me just take a peek real quick. OG's not in foul trouble. Mikel's not in foul trouble. Deuce is in foul trouble. So maybe that was the call for that. But okay. As Clarkson gets into the paint, you know once he get the ball, he trying to score. Messes that up. Knicks get back in transition. Let's see. Devin Booker. They run a double screen. Somebody's wide open. Yup. As Brooks goes for the three-pointer. No good. The rebound by Grayson Allen. Come on. All right. Knicks reset. Let's get the defense going, right? Booker runs a pick and roll. So they go for the trap. Good contest by Mitch. Good contest by OG. But the offensive rebound aspect. And they called a loose ball foul on Diawara. It's the effort. Are we moving? Yeah, these guys, I could see. You know what's funny? I didn't watch a Phoenix game, and I know Phoenix upset at OKC. Like Phoenix was upsetting a lot of teams. I just felt that my Knicks, still a better team, could come through. But I get it. I get it for Phoenix. I truly do. You know, they have bodies, poles, size. They have decent size on these guys to defend. Booker is still elite. But he passes the ball. And these guys, when they called the foul on OG with a contest. But it's still good, though. As Grayson Allen, is he getting to the paint or is that on the floor? I want to see. Okay, so I think it's on the floor. Well, yeah, that's a foul. It's definitely a foul by OG. We give him that. But it should be on the floor. All right, so it is on the floor. All right, 80 to 84. Let's see. They got Booker coming off a flare screen. He gets into the paint. Guarded by OG. Great defense of staying down. They run another pick and roll as Grayson Allen gets into the paint. Rebound by Mitch. Good presence. We like that, Mitch. All right, we have to score on this opportunity. Let's see. They run a pick and roll. He goes against it. Mitch gets into the paint. Oh, my God. That's Kolick missed this easy left-hand layup off a bump. He should have made that. We needed that basket. But Booker comes up for the three-pointer dagger from deep off a pick and roll. Knicks down 7 off a pick and roll. And I don't like this lineup. As Jordan Clarkson being guarded by Allen. Allen is getting up on him. We gets no call as he steals the ball away. And they call a what? Oh, bro. This is crazy. Right? They not calling a foul on Grayson Allen getting in. His hands are down. That's great defense. Ah, man. He's just playing great defense. All right? They're playing great defense. They're playing great defense. I'm not mad. All right, 80 to 87. Devin Booker comes off for the flare screens. He no good. Good recovery by the team to run another pick and roll. Brunson is on Grayson Allen. He bumps him. Step back for the three. No good. But tipped by OG. Yo, look. Phoenix is just bringing more pressure, bringing more energy. But now you bring Cat into the game. When he had a hot start, right? He had a hot start to the half, not to the game. I wouldn't have took him out. Now they take out Brunson to bring in Cat. Down 7. Let's see what happens. Cat attacks. As just the Knicks are just a step behind defensively with everything. As Kolick brings the ball up. And he is called with the offensive foul. Knicks are just emotionally getting taken out of this game. Knicks is just emotionally being taken out of the game. Wow. Look at this. right? Let's get some defense going. Let's get some defense. 80-91 as they just running amok on the Knicks right now. Wide open three, no good. Rebound by Kolick, but they just ran their set and they just got whatever they wanted. Mikal in transition, mid-range jump shot, no good. That's a bad attempt. With Booker bringing the ball up, being guarded by OG as a travel is called by Dunn. 2 minutes and 11 seconds left to go. Knicks need to do something. I'm sorry. The lineup that we got in right now is not going to cut it. Kolick, Clarkson, Bridges, Towns, OG. What happened to Yabusele, right? As Clarkson is trying to bring the ball up and Goodwin is just playing great solid defense. Almost poked the ball away. Cat turns the ball off. Devin Booker gets into the three-point line, pulls up, knocks it down. 92. So the biggest lead tonight is 12. We've come back from 12. We've come back, but 80-92. And it's things that we see. It's things that we see. I'm calling it. I'm showcasing it. Where's the energy? Right? Energy starts on defense. When we come on our offense, they're getting into our sets. Right? They're getting into us. So why do we have Kolick, Clarkson, Bridges in the game when these guys are trying to bring the ball up? It's transitioning to nothing. Clarkson, he's bringing the ball up. That's turning into nothing. You got to change up. You got to switch it up. Clearly, Brunson might need to play more minutes this game. And this is not a game that you sit there and say, okay, well, we just chalk it up a L. Negative, sir. We just came from a 4-game losing streak. You need to get this W. You got Boston on our heels for first in our division. And I stated before, like, I want a banner year. I want a banner year. Let me get closer to you. I want a banner year. We already got the cup. We got that. That banner's at the end of the year. I want the Atlantic division. Give me the Atlantic division, right? So what that takes, we got to beat Boston out for first in the East to get that Atlantic division. Then it's the conference, Eastern Conference Finals, right? You win, get that, you get that banner. And then it's the championship, right? We got one so far. Let's continue, right? But we got to beat Boston now. We got to beat Boston now. But Cat's at the top of the key. Let's see what he do. Back to OG. They switch. Get OG off the set. OG at the top of the key. He tween. Layup. It is no good. Rebound by Cat. But no foul is called as Phoenix grabs the offensive rebound and headed back. Defensive. And Knicks look like they're in a zone. But Book just pulls up for the three-pointer. No good as OG almost do it. Maybe a zone might work, right? You're going to try something. Maybe a zone might work as Deuce is back in the game. As Cat is finally called from a foul from Goodwin. As these dudes are being aggressive. They are playing very aggressive defense on the Knicks. And the referees are allowing it. They're allowing it. So if the refs is allowing these guys to play aggressive on us, but we're getting called for tit-tac fouls on the other end, it's a little lopsided. But still a minute left to go. Cat at the top of the key, and he's still surveying. Deuce, let's get it going. Deuce catches for the three. Finally get something going. 83-92. It's Deuce McBride right now with 15 points. Jordan Clarkson is guarding Devin Booker at the top of the key. He's calling for an ISO. So you know what that means. Knicks are going to try to help out when he's attacked, which is going to leave somebody open. And exactly what was the case. Exactly what was the case. How I could call it. Maybe because I see it as it's happening. But you had Deuce at the top guarding Book. Excuse me, was it Deuce? Who was good? Yes. So as soon as he went to dribble, the weak side helped out, leaving Grayson Allen wide open. He catches it, gets into the paint. A foul is called. That's simple basketball. Simple sets, right? But the Knicks, we can't get that. We can't get that. As Jordan Clarkson headed to the bench, we got JB back into the game. Captain is coming in with how many 32 seconds left. Okay, so they must want to get some clean shots. Grayson Allen knocks down both attempts. And Phoenix is pressing right now. JB got the ball. Ryan Dunn is in it. Ryan Dunn, I believe, is like, what, 6'7", 6'8". Guarding someone that's 6'1". It's crazy. They run a high pick and roll. They get another center on JB. But JB said, I got this. What do he do? Gets into the paint. Step back to Mikal. Mikal for the three-pointer. No good. Well, Cat steals the ball. Fouled and one. We'll take it. Let's get it. Let's get it. A chance for a three-point play from Cat. We'll take it. I'll take whatever I can get right now. Whatever I can get. Cat with how many points for Cat? 14 points for Cat. I'm assuming that's if he make this free throw, which he does. But 14 for Cat, 15 for Deuce, 8 for Mikal, 6 for OG. Like, we used to generate great offensive flow. I feel like we're working, like, Phoenix got us working for these buckets. Seriously. Phoenix got us working. But Cat at the free throw line. Toe on the line. But we'll take it. It's cash. Are we pressing? Okay, we're pressing. Not a full-blown press, but it's okay. He gets around that. Let's see what Booker do. Booker gets too far in the paint. He gets too far in the paint on that last possession. But good defense, though. Crazy. 32 quarters. So Knicks only put up 26. But Phoenix put up 32, as Knicks could not sustain that same level as the Phoenix Sun. Fourth quarter, guys. Fourth quarter. A 16-6 run, right? And who did we have? That's when we had the small lineup in. It's tough for us to score. I don't know, man. This is, and I truly believe, watching the Clipper game, that, you know, we got something brewing here. We got something going. Let's keep it going. Boy, was I wrong. Right? My first game back of the year, my Knicks got to come in and we're down. We're down by 8. All right? We're down by 8 going to the 4th. So 12 minutes of strong basketball. I don't think my game plan changes to where we need to exert some energy on defense. We need to press. We need to be aggressive on that aspect. Right? Brooks cooled off. He had a big bulk of his points in the first half. You know, Devin Booker, he's coming along. I think he had 6 points in this time period. It was really the other guys that was going to work. Actually, no, Devin Booker has more than 6 points. I think he had, 17 at the half. He's with 26 now. So it's gonna be a tough quarter, but just looking at the energy that they bringing forth, I don't want to say it's an L, but it's just that energy that I'm getting from my Knicks tonight. How is it going to turn around? Unless you play Brunson, Cat, and Deuce and all of them this last 12 minutes, which Brunson is at 27. He plays, 34 minutes? So you got 7 minutes left for Brunson out of these 12s? Is he going to sit? So let's see what the lineup that's out there now. So he is sitting. Captain Clutch is sitting. So Clarkson, Deuce, Bridges, Towns, and OG is out right now. So I guess they want to give Brunson some time to come in and then get it going. Well, let's see. as Phoenix run they set, as Cat defends. So Booker is sitting down now, so maybe that makes sense. Maybe Knicks can go on a 10-0 run. A 10-0 run would be crucial right now. We get a 10-0 run, we up by 2. But not where the way Phoenix is moving the ball, the Knicks are a second behind each time. Boy. As Towns and Mikal kind of runs into each other on an offensive rebound and turn the ball over, as we could have, gotten a defensive rebound and took it and went on. But what's going on, though? Oh, they're going with the double big lineup with Mitch. So who sat down? Well, not yet. So, okay, not yet. But they pass it off to Cat. Cat at the post. This should be chicken, barbecue chicken, Cat. And he gets into the paint. All right, so now we're getting some momentum going. We're getting something going here. Like I said, a 10-0 run, ladies and gentlemen. We're right there. We're right there. Let's go, Cat. Cat at the free throw line. We know Cat is money at the line. Actually, he did miss a couple though, but still, he should be green. He should be green. Let's see. First shot up, 86-94. The Cat misses the free throw. Cat misses the free throw. Cat misses the free throw. So with the double big lineup, Deuce, Bridges, Cat, OG, and Mitch as Clarkson. They're sitting Clarkson down. So it looks like Coach don't even know what he wants to do with himself because no one was in foul trouble. But Clarkson head to the line. As Cat misses the first, makes the second. 87-94. Let's get the defense going. So let's go. They run their sets as Deuce contested 3-point shot. Rebound by OG. We like it. Sorry. OG in transition brings the ball up. They runs the double flare. OG spins off of him. We likes it. Dishes it out to Mikal. Mikal catch and shoot. You could tell off of that no good. But Mitch Foot was on the line off the offensive rebound. As Knicks is trying to get something going. Right? We don't want the shot clock to kind of keep winding down and we don't put up points during this time period. As Knicks are running the defense. They back out. Knicks are moving. They run a pick and roll. Like they're going to switch. They're switching everything that look like. And Knicks are staying with them. And they call an offensive foul off the screen and we'll take it. Good call. Switching. Yo, I could have sworn I called it. I'm like, yo, guys, if we switch, we might be in good shape if we switch. And they start to switch. It's so crazy. But I just heard a stat that I probably don't like. The Phoenix Sun leading into the fourth is 18-1. I don't like that stat. It might have to be 18-2 tonight. But that means that they're pretty elite at finishing and closing out games when they're leading. And the Knicks are horrible on the road. I believe we're 6-7 on the road. As we can't get it going on the road. And with teams with championship admirations, to not have it going on the road, what does that say for us? All right. Maybe I could be jinxing it too with the cup, me wearing the cup gear. First time streaming of the year, I'm wearing the cup gear and we're getting fuegoed by Phoenix. And it's really Phoenix running their sets. Right? Phoenix is running their sets. We just getting trapped. We trying to figure out what we doing in these sets. All right? We could do better. Knicks. I know that. We can do better. 87, 94. We're not too far. We still there, right? Couple of defensive stops, which we had. Couple of offensive rebounds, which we did. But Mitch foot was on the line, which is crazy, Mitch. I'm like, come on, Mitch. But let's get it going. Sun coaches challenge called overturned. Suns sustained their timeout. Wait, what just happened? I'm reading stuff. Okay, maybe something just happened that I'm a little frustrated over. It's I don't know. Like certain things you want to chalk it up to players, but then there's certain things that you could chalk it up to the coach. Like we have to do better. We have to do better. And then of course they're gonna come and get buckets as they're pleased. But we still hanging in there. We still got time. It's still early. Okay, so that play, they call. Oh, so that's what it was. So they challenged the play. So they're saying what they called the foul first. So they called the foul first instead of calling the offensive foul on them. They called that little petty tap against the Knicks. Okay. But look, they run a pick and roll. Deuce get over it. Giuseppe for the mid-range. No good. Rebound by Cat. We like it. All right, we need something. We need a push. Cat at the top of the key. He's on the wing. They run that big and big pick and roll. Cat almost pulled the three. I would have done it. But Tyler Kolek at the top, guarding by. Oh my God, it just gets the ball swatted by Williams. But then it gets into the paint. Alley-oop up to Williams in the transition. Good block. I don't even think, did the Knicks get a defensive possession like that to where we're getting blocks or anything? I don't think I've seen a block. Like, we're not scoring. Knicks have not scored. Like, literally, besides the free throw from Cat, we have not scored in this fourth quarter. A field goal. And it's, what, 9 minutes? 9 minutes and 56 seconds into this quarter? You got to bring Brunson in. As a good move by Cat. But, jeez. Like, this is dangerous because now Booker is just sitting there resting. Brooks is sitting there resting. Brings it into Mitch. Mitch turns around, out to Deuce. Deuce, they run a pick and roll. Deuce pulls up for three. High arcing three, no good. Rebound by Mikal. Mikal to Kolek for three-pointer, no good. Offensive rebound by Mitch. Mitch is trying to keep us in the game with the back-to-back offensive rebounds. Deuce with an in and out. He in and out again. Gets it to the left side. Passes it up. Mikal catches it for the three-pointer. No good. Mitch again. Out to Deuce. Come on, Deuce at the top of the key. No good. Rebound by Cat. Cat goes up. No basket. But it's on the floor. Oh, man. Knicks are like hustling right now. Great offensive rebound by Mitch. Great offensive rebound by Cat. But we don't get the foul called, as they call it on the ground as the foul. Brunson is finally coming back in with 9 minutes. So let's see what this lineup is. The double big with Mikal, Deuce, and Brunson. So let's see this. Let's see this. I like the double big lineup sometimes. I felt like we should have went to the double big lineup early. So Brunson coming off ball, using the screen. It's going against Giuseppe. Giuseppe guarding it. Let's see where Brunson. Brunson ice cold ball in the post. Leans in, mid-range shot. Oh, my God. Brunson is filthy. Brunson is filthy. 89 and 96. Let's get some stops going, guys. Let's get some stops going. Royce O'Neal being guarded by Cat. They run the pick and roll. Mikal switches it. I like the switch with Cat. Brings it out because Cat tries to. Cat's moving his feet. Brunson almost steals it. Giuseppe gives up the shot. No good. Can we get the foul, ref? Can we get the foul? Offensive rebound. Dish it out. O'Neal, no good. Rebound by Cat. Cat out to Mitch. Mitch out to Brunson. Brunson pulls up for the three-pointer. In and out. Why he didn't get that back to Mitch? Let's play some defense, though. As Royce O'Neal just chucks up the three. I don't know why he did that. Maybe try to get a 9-for-1 possession. I didn't understand that chuck-up shot. But Mikal bringing the ball up. Come on, Mikal. Come on, Kel. We need something. Come on, Mikal. How that song go? Pause. I think it's a little more. Can you feel it in the back, Mikal? A little pause. But let's see. Being a girl. Oh, yeah, that's a foul, dude. That's a foul. Goodwin, that's a foul. Then he want them to challenge it. That's fine. Oh, don't bring Devin Booker back into the game. Devin Booker's back in. Let's go. Mitch hands it off to Mitch. Mitch playing the 5. Why we got Cat on the floor? Why is Cat on the bench? Okay, Deuce. I mean, OG. Let's go, OG.
3-point goal.
Mitch brings it to the paint, pass it out to OG, 92-96. But we got Brooks and Devin Booker in the game. So what's going to happen? These guys are going to run their set into perfection, and it's going to be an issue. As somebody's wide open, all right, good fallback. Now they switch. Now we got Brunson on Booker. Booker gets into the paint, backs it down. Let's see, mid-range. And they calls the foul. Mid-range, Brunson stands straight up. Booker calls the foul, knocks down the bucket. It is good. One second. Hey, can you close your door, please? There's Booker time. This is Booker time. As he knocks it down, 92-99. Knicks within 7, but they're pressing. See, look, this is what I don't like. Brunson exerting so much energy. Gets into the paint. The floater's no good. Rebound. Okay, Mitch. Mitch is doing his thing. And how they called that when he fouled him. All right, it's crazy because the refs, I'm not saying refs are picking sides. It's just certain situations. You come on, ref. He tripped. You give the call to Phoenix. All good, right? Run a pick and roll. Mitch is in drop coverage. They come off another curl. Let's see. Booker's on Mikal. He swipes mid-range jump shot, no good. Rebound by Mitch. Mitch came in and just been grabbing up all the boards. Pause. But Mitch, let's see, gets into the paint. JB flips in there, gets in there, no good. Mitch almost takes a putback. But just... Okay, let's go. Brunson in transition off a rebound by OG. OG out to Mikal. Mikal back out to Deuce. Deuce to OG. Let's see, run a pick and roll with OG. OG gets into the paint. Dishes it out. Deuce gets into it. What's the move, Deuce? OG corner 3. That's cash. Let's go, OG.
3-point goal.
Let's go. Knicks are cut it to 4. 6 seconds left to go on the clock. Ball movement. Offensive rebounds. Why? Because we cannot generate our own offense. The way we're generating our offense is Mitch with these offensive rebounds and dishing them out. Great spacing by OG. OG with 12 points. Mikal, though. Mikal, you are back in Phoenix and you stinking it up, Mikal. 3 for 9. And I get it. You got to guard Devin Booker. But Devin Booker is up there putting the same energy out there, too. He's guarding and getting buckets. It's not like you're the first line of defense, Mikal. to where you got to go around a speedy guard. You got to bang. You got to bang with, you know what? Maybe we need to put OG on Booker. I don't know why. I think we need to put OG on Booker because he's just backing Mikal down. Mikal is slim pickings. He might be 6'6", but this dude like 213. And he's getting into his chest. He's backing him down. Boom, boom. Fade. We're going to have to figure that out. But we are outscoring Phoenix 9-5. This is the quarter. We need to outscore. 10-0 run. Can I get a 10-0 run? That's what I need tonight. Just a 10-0 run. Just a 10-0 run. But looking at the stats right now, Wise Cat playing 26 minutes, right? He's 5 for 10. Should have way more than 10 attempts, right? Jalen Brunson, 17 attempts. He's efficient. I like that. Deuce, 6 for 13. That's efficient. You even got Jordan Clarkson. He's 4 for 8 doing this thing. Mitchell Robinson. You got Mitch coming in here with 12 rebounds. How many points for Mitch right now? Mitch with 4 points. So Mitch is the key reason of why we remotely in this game in the second half. So we can't sit Mitch now. So what, you're going to go with the double big lineup once Cat is ready to come back in? Because we need those offensive rebounds. We need someone to protect the paint. So let's see what coach do. Let's see what coach do, to be honest with you. And Mikal is just getting torched by Booker. Booker right now is at 29. 9 for 19. He's 47%. Like I said, Dylan Brooks been quiet for the most part in this second half. So this is our opportunity to get it going. It's our opportunity to get it going. And I know we can. I know we can. So, right, this is the final stretch. 6 minutes to go, man. We need to go on a 15-0 run, 10-0 run. But let's get it going with the defense. Right, Devin Booker mid-range shot, no bueno. Knicks get it going. Knicks in transition. Let's see if we can get this bucket going. Jalen Brunson coming through. He got the ISO. He's on the big. We are still out with the big lineup. Brunson wants to go ISO ball. He catch it top of the key for the three-pointer. No good. Which was kind of a bad look, but we'll take it, whatever. Let's see. Booker comes off a screen. He's guarded by Cat. He just pulls up. No good. Rebound by Mitch. As Mitch is out rebounding. Let's see. Can we get a bucket? We need a bucket. Ultimately, they run a pick and roll back out the Deuce. Cat in the corner. I think we really... They called an offensive foul on Towns. How? How? When he used his body. Oh, okay. But Booker does that all the time. The extension with the left arm when he posts up. 95-99. Knicks are playing defense. Let's get it going. Right, so we got OG on Book now. Let's go. As Mitch just let Brook get all the way into the paint. I don't like this Brooks dude, bro. But let's go. Brooks is guarding Brunson. I think we should just let him go ISO. I don't think he's that dominant that Brunson can't dominate. But OG almost get the ball stolen as he tried to attempt a three and gets it swiped. Dish it out to Deuce. Deuce gets into the paint. He floats. Left hand is no good. Rebound by Mitch, and it is good. Mitch is single-handedly holding us down in this quarter. 97-101. Let's go. You got Captain guarding Brooks. Brooks travel. Let's go as he tried to bump fade Brunson and travels as he tried to gather up for the shot. This is the Knicks' opportunity to get it going. This is the Knicks' opportunity to get it going. And mind you, Knicks with 15 turnovers. It's not going to cut it for us. As they run the screen, Brunson gets it to the paint. Alley-oop up to Mitch. Let's go. 99-01-01. As it is a 2-point game. 4 minutes left to go. Let's go. See, look, we got. That's what I'm talking about. OG is guarding Booker. I like that switch. Get around it. We got Mitch on Booker. I like that. As Booker tries to get it up. Rebound by Brunson. In transition, what we got? As OG tries to throw him an alley-oop. But OG's not the guy to throw the alley-oop. He throws that thing into the moon. As it was nowhere near. But we're still here. Let's play defense. Let's play defense. So we got Mitch is guarding Brook. Mitch, you got to get up, Mitch. You got to get him up. As he tries to step back for the three. No good. Brunson the rebound. Let's go, JB. What are you going to do? Spin off. Run that pick and roll. You're going to get that ISO. Shakes and bakes. That should have been a foul. What are you going to do? What are we going to do? Give it to Cat. Cat pulls up for the three. That's no good. Rebound for OG. They call a loose ball foul. But it looks like the Suns going to challenge that. Look, the Knicks always know how to make a game very interesting. I'm going to tell you that. Knicks know how to make a game interesting. But let's see what this coaching challenge look like as they're going to. Telling you. Knicks, ladies and gents, always know how to keep us on our toes. Keep us on our toes. Down 10 at the time. You know, Knicks are fighting their way to come back. 13-7. That's how much points Knicks and the Suns have scored. We got to outscore the Suns right now. Right? Down by 2. Told you we need to go on a 10-0 run. But we putting that pace in. The defense is better. What's saving us, really? And I'm like, why coach didn't go with the double big early? We stated that. The double big could work. Damn, bro, somebody got to put me on the payroll. I stated that the double big can possibly work. We are out rebounding them currently, right? You have with Mitch being the screen setters, which is allowing Cat to float and move around, which can create a Mitch match. Right? So now the big has to guard Brunson on that pick and roll when we're utilizing Mitch on that roll. They're going to sag off a Cat, or they stay with Cat, leaving the paint open. These are options that we can have utilizing this. Knicks need to capitalize right now. We need to capitalize right now with this. But who's on the bench that's in our starting lineup? Which is Mikal. Well, Mikal been getting torched, so it's good. And I stated that OG needs to guard Booker. A bigger body. He can't bully him, right? So mindset is when I got a smaller guard on me, instant. Let me get to the post, get into my bag. If I got a bigger body on me, now I have to finesse. Now I'm exerting more energy. Now I got to resort on the team. So it's common sense. It's common sense. Knicks ball. We win the challenge. Let's go. All right. Oh, we get the free throws. Let's go. Let's tie this game up. Let's get it going. Let's make this a game. This is what championship teams are made of, right? We fight through. We resilient. We keep it pushing. I ain't gonna lie. I was on the back end. I was questioning a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. I was questioning a little bit. Do we got what it take to continue? Do we got to take with a push? Where was the energy? I didn't see it in the third quarter. Or I didn't see it in the beginning of the fourth quarter. But this lineup that we have, the double big, OG, Deuce, and Brunson, Brunson has to bring us home on the offensive end. Mitch there on the defensive end. Cat needs to move his feet, right? Deuce, we need some threes. I felt like I haven't heard that Deuce significant three right now. He's usually due for a few in the later of the quarter, so I'm looking forward to that from Deuce. I am, but we need this, Knicks. We need this, right? We need this. Let me look at the minutes distribution really quickly to see how that looks. Deuce with 36 minutes, right? You expected that. Brunson with 33. Cat with 29. And Cat's doing his thing now with 15 and 12. How many assists? I believe he's still stuck with 5 assists, but I like it. I like it. He needs to be more aggressive, though. Cat needs 20. He needs 20. There's no reason for this man to be like this. Jay Mills. Jay Mills. You call me Walt Frazier? I'm swishing and dishing tonight. You know, the tenacious defense. This flamboyant. Well, not. Look, we got to get it going, though, Jay Mills. What's up with you, though? Have you had a dope holiday season, my guy? Hope all is good. Your New Year's is going great. Nothing but, bread and butter for you this year. How you like my Knicks pulling out that cup, man? Man, look at the cup, man. Look at the cup, Jay Mills. Right? You like that, Jay Mills? You like that? Sorry. I ain't mean to rub it in, Jay Mills. I ain't mean to rub it in. It's all good, though. As OG knocks down that first free throw. And we're a tied game. Let's get it going. But since Jay Mills is here, I don't know. He might do. Let's see. Booker comes off the pick and roll. Let's see what it does. Guarded by OG. We like it. O'Neal guarded by Brunson. They run another pick. OG getting a little aggressive on that, but we like it. Passes it up. Grayson Allen for the catch and shoot three. No good. Offensive rebound. Oh, let's go. Deuce with the steal. Give it up to Brunson. Brunson, what you going to do? He going to back down Booker? I don't know if you want to do that. Let's take your time. Let's run a set. Brunson gets into the paint. Floater's no good. That should have been a foul called. No foul called. Now look at this. Look at this. Knicks are stranded all over the place. We got Deuce guarding the center. We got Brunson guarding Royce O'Neal. But OG and Booker, we still like that. Let's see what they're going to do. If they're going to run a pick and roll, are we going to switch? Nope, he gets over that. Booker guarded by Mitch. He gets into it. Mid-range shot at the buzzer. Rolls it in. It's a tough shot. Tough shot. 103 to 106. We like it. We got to get some Knicks chants going. 101 to 103. Brunson at the top. Deuce run that pick and roll. Let's see Deuce almost lose the ball. Jeez, Deuce, what's going on? Brunson going to have to save us. Dribble pound. Gets into it. High post. I see he's lost the ball, but where's the foul? We're not getting no calls here. There's no calls here. There's no calls. 17 turnovers for the Knicks right now. Phoenix is playing great defense. Let's go. They run a double flare. Get that. Booker guarded by Cat. This is what they want, though. Booker might go. They probably going to trap. If they trap, somebody's going to be open. Royce O'Neal, catch and shoot, three-pointers, cash. From trapping. This is what happens when we trap. But let's see. 101 to 106. Brunson got to get the ball in. He does. Give it off to Deuce. We can't trap in that situation, guys. You can't, because you're going to leave him open for three. 101, 106. Out to Deuce. Deuce gets into the paint. Mid-range. He's guarded by Brooks. Let's see. We're going to run a pick and roll. Use it with OG. Booker comes to it. Deuce step back. Jump shot. Mid-range is good. 103, 106. Three-point game. Knicks got to get this defense going. Got to get the defense going right now. Got to get the defense. Let's see. Booker, they run that pick and roll. OG gets over it. They run another pick. They want Cat on book, which they do get. Let's see. Almost steals the ball, but a foul is called. With 3.9 seconds to go. Now, is that on the floor or he's heading to the line? It's crazy how the momentum could switch with those two possessions that Brunson had the ball and they turned it over. Phoenix come down and get it. If the Knicks would have scored on those possessions, it would have felt better. But you can see the momentum shifting, and it's 33.7 seconds left to go. We're down by 6. Something got to give, guys. We gotta give 103 to 106. Let's see, Phoenix gonna inbound the ball. Do the Knicks have what it takes to get a stop? They give it in. Mitch is aggressive, calls the foul. Is that what we're supposed to do? Who they sending to the line? Oh, okay, so maybe they intentionally fouled him. Okay. Missed the shot. Okay, so he's a horrible free throw shooter. So this was intentional. We might have something here. There's also, what is Iguodala? Is his name? That's how you pronounce his name? Iguodala? But let's see. Misses both. OG with the rebound. No call. Okay, we got 3 timeouts. We don't use it. Brunson at the top of the key. Pump fakes. He's going ISO. What the? Okay, so we turn the ball over. Gentlemen, what just happened? Knicks, man. Jesus Christ. Just looking at it, possession, ball goes out of bounds. Jalen Brunson, that's just a situation where he usually gets it done. What we were supposed to do offensively? Like, it's been times that we've seen Brunson come through, knocks it down, hit these shots. But that possession, you got a big on you. Is that what you want? This dude is about 6'11", right? That's not who you want to hit a dagger 3 over, JB. And it's at the top of the key. Your threes has been dropping from the wing. I just think we could have got a better look, but you give it to Phoenix, man. Phoenix came through. They played tough. Made the right plays. Played defensively. Now, could the refs play a role in it on how aggressive these guys played? I don't think we played aggressive at all. Until the fourth quarter, we did not play aggressive at all defensively. At all. Yeah, of course. It's clear as day. Phoenix ball. Clear as day. I mean, right now it's 103, 106, but Phoenix got to get the ball in. We got to play the free throw game back and forth, but kind of sucks. My first game back, right? Just not getting a solid dub. And this game should have been winnable. Phoenix only scored 14 so far. They only scored 14 in this quarter. We scored 20 and still couldn't get it. Still couldn't get it. Oh, wait a minute. Am I? Well, it's 103. It's 103. We'll see. All right, so we got Grayson Allen knocking down the free throws. It's so crazy. All right. We got one timeout. Let's see though. Maybe I don't want to look at the score right now because I see something happen that they should have done last time out. But let's see. I wonder, did they call a timeout? Well, they had to because it's 13.5 seconds to go. Well, actually, no, maybe not. They brought the ball up. Brunson on the left side. They run a screen. They trap. Mikel catches it. Catch and shoot three-pointer is good. Knocks it down with 5 seconds left to go. And the Suns, 5 seconds left to go, right? What are the options with this? What are the options? What are the options? Right? 5 seconds left to go. Phoenix just used their last timeout. Mikel has been trash all game. He comes through finally to hit this three-pointer. But Cat, once again, 11 attempts. Right? Deuce is not our second best player. Why? He has the second most attempts on the team. Something got to give. Like, do we not like the coaching? And this is regarding the coaching in the system. Do we not like Cat? Do we not like Cat? There's no reason for this man, but we'll get to talking about the game once the end of the game. I hope we could. Can we go to OT? That'd be fire if we go to OT. I'm down for an OT game. I'm totally down for an OT game. But it's crazy. It's crazy. We shouldn't even be in this situation, guys. 106 to 108. But I got to figure out who do they foul. Because obviously they got to foul. Phoenix. Knicks do got a timeout. So they got Grayson Allen going to the line. But this is the question, right? Do you make one, miss one to run the clock out? But if the Knicks get the rebound, they could call timeout. Let's see. Let's see what this can go, where it can go. But it looks like they opt out to make both buckets. So Knicks can't win this game since he knocks down both buckets, it looks like, for Grayson Allen. So I'm looking at the scores, 106 to 110. But let's just see what rotation they do, what situation they do. As a quick foul, Grayson Allen. Jeez, guys, this is a game we could have had. Trailing for the most part, try to come back, tie the game, brought it within, 2. And then that was just it. We had 2 possessions. Those 2 key possessions are turnovers. Actually, it was 3. Brunson came down, turned it over. And then on the last shot to tie it up, JB of all people couldn't close it out. Couldn't close it out. But as we continue to stink it up on the road, it seems like the road is a challenge for the Knicks. As he knocks it down, it's pretty much game, but I want to see what the Knicks draw up, right? Show me what you draw up. You, the head coach, you, the offensive coach, the offensive coordinator we got. the ball dude. Let's see what you draw up. That's what I want to see. This execution right now will tell me everything. It will showcase what we could do in the future. It will showcase what kind of a genius that we have as an offensive coach. All right, I want to see this because game done, game done. To be honest with you, but I want to see this. It's definitely a miracle finish. Let me see, which one do I need up? All right, we could just leave it like this. We leave it like this. I mean, of course, it's gonna, bro. 17 turnovers. I think 18 turnovers. This is definitely unlike us. But Phoenix put that pressure on us, which is we gonna talk halftime. We gonna talk halftime. Halftime. We gonna talk one game done. On this disgust of a game, but give it to Phoenix, man. Phoenix, and it's funny. Phoenix made it to the cup. I mean, they just got bumped by a better team, but they still played to make it, I believe, to the semis. So Phoenix is no joke. I'm seeing Phoenix firsthand. Phoenix is no joke, and it start with their defense. Oh, okay. OG fouled on a 3-point attempt. Imagine if he would have knocked that. Oh, if he would have knocked that down. Oh, he should have knocked that down, OG. I like the set. I like the play. Right? OG on the wing for the 3? Probably not. If it was a corner, yes. But then he misses. But he misses. He misses. And he misses. He misses. He misses. There's no strategy. He misses. He misses. So OG just missed. He missed. He missed. He missed. OG missed 2 clutch free throws. OG missed 2 clutch free throws. And then let me guess, he's gonna knock this one down, right? I figured you would have wanted to miss this. But he knocks it down, and then Knicks are still trying to win. They're gonna play the foul game. And then he gets through. How did he get through? How did he get through? First of all, Mikal supposed to have his back to the basket and watching the defender that's trying to get the ball. Why are you looking at the inbounder, Mikal? Who be teaching these guys defense? Who be teaching these guys defense? Dylan Brooks probably didn't score the entire second half, and he's going to knock down these free throws, and game done. Game done. Game done. So let's see. Knocks it down. And it's their 5th straight home win at that. Knicks on the road. Knicks on the road. The road is our kryptonite. 107 to 112. The road is our kryptonite. The road, the road is our kryptonite, right? It's a fairly close game. Fairly close game. Turnovers was the biggest issue. That's why they won this game. You know, you take a look at the stats right now that we're looking here on the side. Field goal percentage is the same. You know, 37 for 82, 38 for 85. This is close. That's there. The 3-point attempts, 16 for 41 compared to 16 for 42. That's similar. Free throws, right there. I mean, free throws probably kept us out this game. With the 81% going 17 for 21. Cat missing early free throws. That was a bummer. So you can see where that was an issue earlier, him missing those free throws. And then OG clanking 2 clutch free throws when we needed him right now. We needed a Larry Johnson moment right there, but to no avail. That didn't happen. But the turnovers, 18 turnovers to 10 turnovers. That's your ball game. That's literally a ball game. Look, we out rebound them 50 to 37. So we should have had more possessions for them. If we would have sped the game up, probably attacked while their defense wasn't set, that's something that we could have done. But we revert to staying slow pace, and that's what happens. So by that happens, now we're tied with Boston at the number 2 spot with 24-13. Remember, I want that Atlantic Division. I want the Atlantic Division. I want to have that banner for Atlantic Division in the East Coast. That's something that Atlantic Division period for our banner. I want that. When was the last time we had an Eastern Conference? 2000, 99. When we had a division. I don't think we didn't have the division in that 2013 season. We didn't have the division then. But it's all good. It's all good. Who we got? Big task at hand. Talk to me. Knicks had this game. We definitely did. 18 turnovers. Killer. 18 turnovers is killer. And like you said, Phoenix led for the most part of the game. You know, they were up by 12 was their biggest lead. You know, I don't think we could win a game with 18 turnovers. It's not going to happen. And another key stat of why is Cat, right? Cat, 11 attempts. You're our second best player on this team. Second best. There's no reason for you to only have 11 attempts. None. There's no reason for us to win to lose this game. You look at their roster, just from the eye test alone, Knicks has a better team than Phoenix. The only thing, Phoenix brought that energy. I can see big task at hand. I can see why they're winning these games. I can see why they upset OKC. Right? They were in your chest. They destroyed us in the possession game as far as being up on us, breaking it down, getting to our chest. Knicks couldn't have been aggressive in this game because the refs would have been like, oh, Knicks trying to be aggressive too. We're going to call those fouls. And they were calling those fouls. All right, the whistle did go towards Phoenix. They're home. I get that. All right, and playing faster would have definitely helped out. Like you said, big task at hand. But this was a winnable game. And I know coach is going to go back and say the same thing. Oh, this is what we should have done differently. We could speed the game up. We were supposed to do that. Defense, we were supposed to get into more defense. But we're not doing it, coach. If we're not doing it, what's going to change? And that's one thing about Mike Brown. He's going to come at the podium and tell them exactly what we did wrong. So if you know what we did wrong, my good fellow coach, that needs to transition into the game. Right? They need to transition into the game. So yeah, big task at hand. This is a game, right, that we shouldn't be angry about, but we have to due to the play. Because yes, when playoff time come, Brunson can turn it up, and the guys can turn it up. We beat Boston. We moved on. We moved on to go to the Eastern Conference Finals, but we want to see these games now. Like, show us now. I get what you're saying about the the playoffs time period. Show us now. We need to see the adjustments now, right? We need to see Cat shoot more than 11 times. Deuce, there's no way Deuce McBride has the second most attempts on this team. Granted, Deuce was legit. Deuce was good. 7 from 15, we'll take it. But you're telling me Cat goes 5 for 11, 32 minutes. It's no way. It's no way. Cat, there's no way, Cat. And he started out the second half aggressive. Back-to-back buckets, get into the foul line. Then what happened? Coach sit him down. Like, what are we doing, Coach? You ride that momentum. It's why Cat couldn't play 37 minutes tonight? He's at 32, but why he couldn't play 37? You got Miles at 39. Brunson played 37. OG played 37. We had that momentum when he was in there. And I'm talking about the third quarter, where we were making that comeback. But then you sit him down. We couldn't score for a stretch. Even early in that fourth quarter, we couldn't score. And that was with the double big. Granted, double big was helping out a little bit. Mitch was giving the offensive rebounds. But the Jordan Clarkson wasn't helping us. Mikal wasn't helping us. Then Book was having his way with Mikal. And I stated at the halftime, I said, yo, put OG on Booker. Right? It switched in that second half. Obviously until Book, started doing his thing later on. But coaching, I totally believe coaching was our issue tonight. Coaching was our issue tonight. We reacted to the pick and roll defense late. They ran that multiple times early. And once I saw that, I'm like, all right, I'll call a timeout. Guys, this is how we're going to defend that Devin Booker pick and roll. Because the Devin Booker pick and roll, we were in drop coverage, and you got Mikal trailing on his back. Booker's a mid-range assassin. He's going to attack that every time. Whether it's going to be a foul, he's going to knock down a shot, or it's an alley-oop to Williams if Cat flares up, or he could hit the weak side for the three. And that they was just running that set and killing us in that first quarter. We made adjustments later on how we defended that pick and roll, but we were already in the second quarter. I don't know. Something got to give. Something got to give with our losses, especially on the road. On a home turf, we do a lot better. Home turf, we gets in there, we knock it out on a home turf. But I don't know what's going on the road. On the road is we're 6-8 on the road. But we gonna give you some correct stats. I don't want to BS it. Let's go to the board. Sound like Steve Harvey. Let's go to the board. It's ridiculous, man. Let me see. I'll probably leave that screen up to here. So OG had 37 minutes. OG 3 for 6. I mean, for the most part, he's playing defense. 15 points, just 8 rebounds. This is around OG's average. So I kind of don't expect more. I don't expect less for OG. You go 7 for 9 from the free throws. Those 2 clutch ones would have been very beneficial, but it's fine. 2 for 5 for 3-point. It's still 40%. He did his job for the 3-point line. That's as expected. Now, and I hate to bring up this aspect, the six draft picks, Mikal, he played 32 minutes. He goes 4 for 10. So that's 40% from the field. He's 3 for 8 for 3-point line. Now, Is this acceptable for Mikal, guys? Is this something that we should get from Mikal and feel okay about? I don't think so. And I know Josh always defends Mikal and say he gets the most flack, but this is why. Right? This is why. We're always going to bring up the fact that how much we gave up just to get Mikal in. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. But, of course, 8 rebounds we like. The 4 assists is good. He was a -2. That's okay. Cat, we already talked about Cat going 5 for 11, 45% from the field, 2 for 5 from 3. He's not even shooting the 3-pointer with confidence like he used to. So that's something to watch out. What's up? What's up with Cat? Jalen Brunson. Is this a Brunson game? I don't think this was the Brunson game. That fourth quarter didn't feel like a well-executed Brunson fourth quarter. 9 for 19, 47% from the field. That's still good. 5 for 10 from 3, still good. But we put so much on Brunson that I'm like, he should have been better. Right? He should have been better. But 9 for 19, 47%, that's good. 50% from 3 is good. 4 for 4 from 3 is good. Yeah. Deuce I thought was solid. 39 minutes, almost 40 minutes tonight. 7 for 15, that's clutch. 46%. 3 from 8 from 3-pointer, 37. These are still high, good numbers from 3. Right? It's still high numbers. 40% is like the above mark. Deuce didn't get to the line. Clarkson with 20 minutes. We sat kind of Clarkson early because of the defensive lapse. But he goes 4 for 8. That's efficient, 50%. It's 3-point attempts, 1 for 3. Not so much, but we'll take it. He was clutch at the 3-point line. The 2-point line. Free throw, going 3 for 3. But Mitch with 24 minutes, is Mitch kind of itching up there with getting more minutes. So we like that Mitch is getting more minutes. Mitch goes 4 for 5 from the field, 80%. 14 rebounds, 8 offensive, 6 defensive. This is classic Mitch. This is what we get from Mitch. This is a Mitch game. And Mitch was a +8 when he was on the floor, playing 24 minutes. Almost makes me think that maybe he should have started out with a big lineup. And the reason why I say that is because with Deuce back there, Phoenix didn't really have that dynamic point guard that we need Deuce to be the primary defender on. So maybe we should have went bigger against this Phoenix Suns. Maybe that's something to think about next time we play Phoenix. Mitch, Kevin McCullough, we're not even worried about. Tyler Cullick, he was taken out of his games with the turnovers and defense was getting up in him. So this was a defensive mind game. They made sure they got up in us. They really did. Muhammad Diawara, 4 for 11. But no Pacome, no Yabusele. I'm like, what's going on with Yabusele? He's not even here on the list. So is this a Wemby moment? This is a Wemby moment. Let's look out. Maybe Yabo's on the move. Did he travel with the team? Is he back in New York? That's something to look at. Maybe Yabo might be on that block as we speak. But look at Brooks, man. Shooting efficient. 8 for 15. He's with 27 points. Royce O'Neal got into it late with knocking down these 3-point shots. And that's when we were trapping Booker. We put 2 on Booker, left Royce O'Neal because they did the power forward pick and roll with Book. And he started knocking down those threes, 4 for 3. That's all he did was just shoot threes. Mark Williams, I like his aggressiveness. He was moving around, had multiple blocks at that. Like, this is one thing. The team had 4 blocks. Knicks only had 1 block. 1 block. No deterrent in the paint. 1 block is not going to get it done. One block is not going to get it done. It's crazy. Like, what is our defensive identity? Now, you could state that, oh, everything will fall in line once Josh get into the lineup. Because remember, that's when we started to get it rolling. When Josh Hart was in the lineup and he was starting, everything else fall in line and we were rolling. So we missing Josh. That's why I don't want to panic. So when Josh come back, we would definitely be there. It's the heart and soul of the team. You know, he can knock down the threes. He's aggressive on defense. You know, he could have guarded Brooks. He could have guarded Booker. We could have been aggressive on the switching aspect a lot better with Josh. Josh disrupts defense, offensive rebounding, more possession, to where we just didn't have it. But kudos. Look, kudos to Phoenix, man. They got something going here. And we would have thought Phoenix would have been trash with the lineup that they got, but they got something going here with the ball movement. Grayson Allen still being aggressive, getting into people, even though he was 0 for 6 for 3. He still was a difference maker on this team as well, just getting into it, giving OG with a tech, you know, just simple stuff, turning the ball over, forcing turnovers. Knicks, massive turnovers, 18 turnovers. So that's the recipe to defeat the Knicks, guys. That is the recipe to defeat the Knicks. Is play defense. Like hard-nosed defense. Get into their chest defense. That's how you beat the Knicks. It's crazy. And the Knicks is on a roll. Let's see what they got coming up next. Because we are in for a stretch. And I believe it's all on the road. So let's see. Let me pull this up. So with that L tonight, we got the Trailblazers in Portland. So we got to head to Portland on Sunday. I will be here. I will be going live. Hopefully we could turn that around and get that done at 6 o'clock. Then we're staying on the West Coast. We're heading out to Sacktown. Sacktown is playing bad right now. They're 8-29, but yet they still have a solid team. Knicks kryptonite, as we all know, is the road. And hopefully we have Josh back during that time period. And we could get back to our original starting lineup and get things going and brewing and bring Deuce off the bench. And he can, you know, dominate with that second unit. Mitch could dominate with the second unit. And get that going. Then, of course, we end the road against the Warriors. 2018 Warriors. That's going to be something to where we need to get that W against the Warriors. So we got 3 road games coming up, all at the West Coast. Trailblazers, Kings. Then, of course, we have the Warriors to close it out on the road. But then it's a back-to-back. Yes, we got a back-to-back against Sacramento and then the Golden State Warriors. So that's going to be a tough game for the Knicks to game plan or to do a walkthrough to figure out how we're going to guard Steph Curry pretty much on that Thursday. But I believe the Knicks can figure out to work something out. Do you start Deuce to go against Steph Curry? Or if we get Josh back here, we can throw Josh in the mix. We'll see. But with that stretch, I think my Knicks can still prevail and end this road streak on a positive, maybe to go 500. I think this is a 2-2 road section for us, I guess. You know, already taking a loss to the Suns. I believe we can beat Portland and Sacramento with the Warriors being right there. I think even though the Warriors is having certain issues, they're still tough with Curry. You know, we haven't fared well against Stephen Curry. But I think we could go 2-2 on this road trip. So we could definitely close it out on that. I appreciate you guys rolling with me. My first game back of the year, like I said, I was traveling. This year I do plan to kind of go live to drop more content. To invite you guys in to do a live show where you can call in and chat and talk, give me your delusional takes and tell me how delusional I am with certain aspects and my takes. But Knicks took the L tonight, 107-112. Booker and Brooks and Booker went off. Knicks, I'm interested to see what coach say about this one. I'm interested to see what Jalen Brunson have to say, or even Cat. With Cat only getting up 11 shots. Deuce with 15 shots, Brunson with 17. That just can't continue to happen. That just can't. Early in the year, we were rolling. We were rolling. But better yet, now they got coach coming up now. I might want to hear what coach is talking about. Let me see if I could bring this up.
But at the end of the day, you know, when you have 18 turnovers for 22 points compared to their 10 turnovers for 11 points on the road, it's going to be tough to overcome. So, again, we just have to make sure we try to do this for 48 minutes and not wait till the last quarter to turn it on defensively. Otherwise, it'll be tough, especially on the road.
Turnover with 14 seconds left. What did you see there?
You know, Jalen got the switch, and the young kid also did a pretty good job. Jalen tried to make the pass, and I thought
he's talking about the last play.
I think it was Allen. Yeah, I thought he stepped out of bounds before he threw it off McHale, but obviously he didn't, and that's why I tried to. That's what I was looking for.
Whether Mikkel goes more aggressive at it or boxes him out. What you'd like to see on that last play, on that play?
Yeah, for sure. You know, a situation like that, you got to go get the basketball. You can't rely on the officials to make the call. You got to go get the ball, and we didn't go get the ball.
You mentioned the turnovers. Just was part of it the way they played? It seemed like they were Brooks, Allen.
Yeah. And we told our that was one of the keys. We told our guys, hey, look, they're going to be up in you. They're going to try to be physical with you, and that's the way they play. They've done a good job with it. And
wait, so if you guys expected that,
we fell into the way that they play, and even
where's
got
the
frustrated
counter?
picking up a couple of offensive fouls, and we have to do a better job with that instead of letting them dictate what's going on the floor.
As you mentioned, that first half, Brooks did get kind of in a rhythm, but you can also say they hit some tough shots. But that third quarter, it felt like your team was just scrambling a little bit. Is that a fair assessment defensively from where your group was?
Yeah, again, as they hit some tough shots to start the game, and that it's part of me is that's why I can't be too mad. But if a guy is going off like that, then we have to do a better job of just getting up into him, just creep up into him a little bit more and make him put it on the floor and rely on your help if he gets all the way to the rim or gets to the paint. We didn't really do that a great job with that.
I think one thing that shows when you guys play against physical defense, obviously Jalen's a tremendous ball handler.
Yeah.
we get killed. We get killed.
After him, it's kind of not guys that are natural ball handlers. How much does that kind of hurt the offense, or at least hurt matchups in certain games when teams are having kind of switchable, versatile defenders that force other guys to bring the ball up and try to generate offense and get into the paint?
Yeah, you know, it's where a guy like Josh helps out. A guy like Landry helps out. Landry was a point guard in college, and
so he's saying that he's just there waiting for Landry.
Guys that aren't in that situation, opportunity, and they just got to do the best they can. Hey, you know, and they know how to simplify what we're doing. They have a couple of different options when they bring it, but the biggest thing is if you're getting pressured, you're just going to have to go by. You're going to have to go by the defense. You're going to have to go by the defense. You can't allow the defense to dictate what you're doing, and we did that on a couple of possessions, bringing the ball up the floor. Thank you, guys.
Secondary ball handling, something to watch going forward. Celtics and Raptors.
This man. So, pretty much, coach was saying that they knew that this was the game plan, was for them to be aggressive. And yet we still couldn't capitalize. Yet we still couldn't close it out. Then they stated that, the ball handlers. Look, I gotta change this. I hate changing it from when it's in the loss column, right? Where's this text? When it's in the loss column. Jeez, 12 and 13. We do it live. We stay consistent. If it's in the wins or the loss columns, we do it. But coach knew it. Coach knew that this is the issue. This is what they do. I guess why they had Deuce out there for the ball handling aspect. But I think the double big situation would have been better to put them at a disadvantage on the offensive rebounds with Mitch out there and Cat on the wing to draw some fouls. That's just me. Obviously, you know, I'm just a delusional Knicks fan. But like I said, to close it out, we will be here Sunday against I think it was the who we going against again, guys? I want to say the Trailblazers, Portland. We're playing Portland, so that's going to be a good, because Portland, even though Portland got them guards, I still think that we can stay in front. Still think we could be aggressive and get that W. So on to the next episode, guys. Appreciate you rocking and rolling with me. We are here. On to the next. Deuces. Did Brandon do this?
You gon' do it if I say so. I'ma do it for the pesos. I fell in love with the bass load. I fell in love with the bass load. I see the ops staying plain clothes. I see the ops y'all in plain clothes. I fell in love with a waist load. I fell in love with a waist load. Fell in love with going up, it's coming down. It's for clowns, so whenever I show up, it's going down like a drown. Competition try to shake me cause I'm down with the hounds. Competition wanna pay me cause I'm down with the pounds and the ounces. Say I'm too pop, they swearing I get around. They say I'm too big, notorious on the sound. But bitch, I'm Brad Pitt and glorious on the mound. And that's why you do it if I say so. And that's why I do it for the pesos. A nigga fell in love with the bass load. A nigga fell in love with the bass load. I see the fucking ops staying plain clothes. I see the fucking ops y'all in plain clothes. A nigga fell in love with a waist load. A nigga fell in love with a waist load. A nigga fell in love with the drip.